We'll do the song entrance too. Yeah, we'll do it as normal. Man, what a sad week. We had Oliver Tree pass away. That was really bumming out, man.
His legacy will live on with his songs.
Yep. Oh, dude, straight. I love his music, man. What an
I was
interesting
a,
fellow, dude.
I
We'll get
was
right into
actually
this. I think we'll bypass the intro song and just get right to the talks. We got so much to talk about.
right.
So yeah, but yeah, man. I heard about it, and it's just sad news, man. What a cool fellow. What a
I was
cool
watching
fellow.
I was watching one of his videos with the scooter, big
Hmm.
ass scooter,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, with the long legs.
he got caught by the cops. And I was watching it with my homies because they just
What a crazy
we're about to
guy,
have the
man.
great separation. So
I feel like he's like one of those dudes that would be like in the Jackass shows, right?
right.
Yeah, he's just a silly goose, but good man. He made some really great music.
R.I.P. Yep.
R.I.P. Oliver Tree. Much love, baby. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Sunday night, Average Boys Podcast. It's your boy Crispy, and I am here joined by the magnificent man with his shirt still on, but give him the time. Derpy Entertainment. What's up, my dude? What's up, my dude?
What's up, Chris P? How we
How's it
doing,
going,
man?
bro? How's it going? Long time, long time. I feel it's been like what, like almost like 2 weeks now, right?
It might even be longer than that.
I think it's 3 weeks. I kind of get these. I get real busy on the weekends, especially since I
Yeah,
give all
he's
my
lying
time.
about that. He don't get busy. He just wants to rip us off.
I just want to fucking sleep. I just want to sleep all day. I get real crazy busy on the weekends because I'm usually at my at the gym with my students,
Right.
working
I see it all the
working a
time.
bunch of times. And on the weekend, I usually get to myself. You know what I mean? But I do have other
Right.
projects. I'm a commentator for a really cool wrestling organization down here
I
called
know.
Combat Cult, and it's crazy because when they run their shows, like their shows are on Sunday, and they start
Right.
like at, I want to say they open the doors at 7, and I'm like, fuck, I'm definitely not gonna make it to the podcast at the end of this because I'm like an hour. I'm
Right.
almost like 30 or 40 minutes from my house to even get ready to podcast, much less start the podcast and then hit the ground running and get into conversations and shit after I've
You're
been
out of
talking
it.
for like 3 or 4 hours. Shout out to
Right.
anybody that's out there right now that's on the live with us. Thank you for jumping in and watching. We appreciate everybody. Jump in the comments,
Yes.
talk to us if you guys want. We miss all you guys, man. So welcome back Sunday night. We're about to talk some nerd shit, but yeah. So yesterday or actually Wednesday, I took off to Houston. I had one of my guys fighting in a really great organization, Elevate FC out of Houston,
Elevate.
Texas, and we had a good time,
Elevate.
man. Didn't get the win, but had a really great experience. The promotion was great. Shout out to Elevate and for putting on a great show for us. And yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah, it was good. Now I'm back. I don't have shit to do this weekend other than get home and rest for a whole day Saturday. And now I'm here today, bud. Now I get to come and talk nerd shit, which is what I really fucking love to do. And I missed it. Derpy, I missed you. I know Relic's not here. I think he's out at a birthday party for family and of course celebrating Father's Day. So shout out to all our fathers, our
Heck yeah.
over and better than average fathers, not like us, the average boys. We're just average dudes talking average things. Everyone to me is always above average and spectacular, man. So Derpy, what about yourself? What are you up to, sir?
Um, I'm up to being in Florida right now. I'm on vacation,
Oh yeah.
visiting family before they head out for vacation themselves.
Yeah, no kidding, man. So
But
you're on what part of Florida are you at? Let's get a picture. I have a picture here of where you're at.
this is
And it's
my
not Google Maps, bro. It's not
not
Google
Google
Maps.
Maps. It's an actual
Nah,
shot.
this is like
Yep,
this
yep.
looks
That's my
so
uncle.
nice, bro.
My
Looks like a
uncle's.
nice
Yep.
place.
Yeah, we got a
So
pool,
so right
patio.
now
That's where
in
I'm at
this
right now.
photo, where are you located?
Right behind this, right behind the
Oh.
table.
And are you wearing a speedo or shorts?
Um, I can't answer that, even though the people want to hear that. They want to see it.
Yeah, we're not trying to. We got
We're not trying to give it to
only derpy fans, dude.
only Derby fans. Sign
Yeah,
up
but it
to it,
looks super
Derby
great,
fans.
man. It looks super relaxing. You got your pool, you got your little lake in the back, dude. That looks really nice, dude. I hope you're
It
having a good
was
time out there.
really nice sunset earlier.
Yeah. I hope you're having a good
It's
time with your family and stuff.
it's somewhat hot, but right now it got cooler because it's nighttime.
Hmm. Has there been any crazy storm weather?
Yesterday it was pretty. There was went by for like 20 minutes. It was pretty bad, but after that, it's been pretty nice.
Dang, that's crazy. Well, I hope you're
Been
good. I
very
hope your
beautiful.
family's good. And
Yep.
what a lovely place to be, dude. What a lovely place to be.
Got to come back in actually in end of October, Halloween weekend. Got to come back for the same place. Their daughter, my cousin, is getting married, so I got to come
Oh,
back
dude, congratulations.
from Halloween weekend to the 5th.
Nice. Are they like into the whole gothic scene? Is that why they chose Halloween or what? Real Nightmare Before Christmas
They
kind
like
of stuff?
fall, so I guess they like the fall.
Mm.
My cousin likes the fall, so and it's gonna be like a really nice place. Like not
Location.
near where I'm at right now. It's about 40 minutes from where I'm at,
Excellent.
but it's gonna be on the beach side. So,
ooh, damn, it sounds
Yeah.
nice. Sounds super nice. Other than that, Derby, what else has been going on, man? What else? What is the sports life? What's the limelight? How are the answers? How are all my people out there doing in the cool world?
I haven't talked to the Yinzers, but we still have a group chat. Like right now, it's the off season. Like I said, it's not really like until training camp actually starts for my Steelers. It really isn't really much to talk about.
Well, what about baseball and
baseball? My team's been doing good.
And the World
Pirates
Cup,
have
dude.
been
The
doing
World
good.
Cup's been crazy, man.
World Cup has been awesome.
It's so crazy.
I can't believe about Spain. Spain.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then Turkey got eliminated, dude. Did you see that?
Yep. And then what? Mexico beats Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've been watching, but like, I don't know if it's just because I'm so close to Mexico or whatever, but there's so much like content from like the Korean people in Mexico, bro. Like these guys are just like living it up, dude.
Did you see one of the Korean fans dressed up as a Mexican? Like
Yeah. There's even this one. He made like such a fucking funny video, and I was laughing because I was like, yeah, I could see this kind of being a thing. He was like, "Yo, we just lost to Mexico, but it's okay because they're gonna have a big Mexican Korean baby boom within the next couple of months." So I was like, this fucking guy, dude, it's so cool, dude. It's so fucking funny that they're out there. Everybody's just partying hard, like. It's been such a good show of good faith and good sportsmanship amongst the soccer fans, right? Like, I know that sometimes it could get a little hectic. I think it was super crazy because this past weekend, again, we went up to Houston and everyone was talking about the like the Spurs and the Knicks and all this stuff that was going on. And they were like, a lot of my friends going up there were like, hey, bro, you got to be careful because people are going fucking nuts, dude. Like, you're going to have to watch out and be on. It looks cool.
The Knicks fans did, dude?
No. What happened?
They burned a bus. Nobody was in it, but they still burned a school bus. They destroyed it and then they caught it on fire.
Dude, you have to catch me up on. I saw I'm not really like big on team sports. I've told you this like a million times, right? You have to tell me the context as to why the other day, or anybody that's out there watching that's part of like the sports part of the answers and all that stuff, because I know you guys are into that stuff. What was up with the Elmo head on a fucking pike? What? Wait, literally, it was just Elmo's. It was fucking wild, Derby. It was Elmo's head on a stick. What's up, Javi? Good to see you, bro. And on the bottom was just a paper that said traitor. And I was like, dude, this is fucking beyond wild, dude. Like, I did not understand it. People are rabid. People are mad at Elmo.
Hold on.
Elmo. What is the context behind the Elmo hate?
Right here.
You're going to tell me there's actual context behind this?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I sent you. You should be able to pull it up. There's Elmo's account. And all the Knicks fans just freaking roasted him. That's what he tweeted out when they were up 3-1.
Well, he just put Elmo hopes both teams have fun?
Yes. He meant the Spurs and the Knicks.
But why did people like?
Because they're
Because he
Knicks fans.
posted
Because they waited 53 years.
like what do you mean? I'm so confused. That's good. That's not too bad, is it?
No, like you don't know how crazy Knicks fans are, dude. Like
Well, I mean, I do
perfect
now because they're
example. Yeah,
fucking.
Knicks. Yeah, they put it. Yeah, basically.
I
That's
hope
the
both
context of it, though.
because he just said, "I hope both teams have fun," and the Knicks are like, "Nah, man, fuck you in
Yes.
Sesame Street. You don't come from the old
Yes.
block or whatever."
Yes.
Fucking what? That's wild, man. I saw like the damnedest things about like roast Elmo, cancel
Right.
Elmo. Like literally, there was a dude with a spear with Elmo's head on the top, and it just said traitor. And then like I saw Elmo put out like an apology video.
Someone said, "Elmo, you're from the city. Pick a side, man.
so that,
Pick a side, coward."
so it's because he wasn't back in the Knicks.
Right.
Is that why? Oh man.
Yes.
Okay.
This
Man,
is
dude,
the time
that's
for
rabid, bro.
sportsmanship, Elmo. These streets ain't sesame.
They ain't sesame, bro. That was one of my. I was like, yo, you better watch your back, bro. These streets, they ain't sesame, not at all, man.
Right.
Because he posted that both teams win.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's from New. Yeah, Sesame Street's like, yeah, dude, yeah, from the Knicks. Sesame Street's from New York. Oh man, dude, I did not get that. I did not. I literally thought Sesame Street or like Sesame themselves like had him come out with like a Seattle or not. A San Antonio Spurs jacket or something. Like had him all decked out in some weird way. That's 100% what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. But
someone said Elmo giving me some Larry David vibes.
oh man, that is rough, bro. That is rough, man. Dang, dude. The sports people, they're crazy as fuck, man.
Well, New York fans in general are crazy.
Yeah, they're rough, dude. They're really, really rough. Damn, that's crazy, brother. That's crazy.
But
yeah,
shout out to them though for winning it finally after 53 years.
So the Knicks got it.
Yeah.
Nice, bro. Nice.
They didn't win it. If they would have won it at home, it would have been way more crazier.
Yeah, straight.
They won it in Texas, so.
Cool. Yeah, man. Well, all the sports stuff is going completely bonkers right now. You had that. Of course, I told you, like, the World Cup has got...
Cup, too.
The Stanley Cup. Everything is so off the chain. There's so much excitement for, like, sports. But one of them that really caught my eye...
because hockey and basketball are done. Until actual football comes out, there's not really much.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you, man, I think one of the craziest things I've seen, and this is kind of more closer to home, was UFC 250, dude.
Yeah, there we go.
UFC 250, the White House fights. Like, I at first thought it was like a silly notion. I thought it was kind of cool. Kind of gave me some like old school 90s Van Damme, Chuck Norris kind of like vibes. Like,
yep.
And then the event came, and I was telling my guys, like, man, this is history in the making. We got to watch it. And I was not at all disappointed, dude. It was an amazing fight, an amazing night of fights. Nothing was like boring. All the fights were high energy.
The intro,
bunch of knockouts. Well, dude, it was crazy, bro. And a bunch of crazy upsets too, man. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people. You saw Chandler versus Rufy. You saw Derek Lewis. We got to meet Derek Lewis's coach at the fights, Crew Bob. I met him before, but my students got to meet him. Really great guy. That's awesome. And then of course, the Ilia Topuria Justin Gaethje fight was probably like highlight fight of the year. You know, a lot of people Justin Gaethje went in there as the 6-1 underdog, meaning that, you know, he was going to be betted against super hardcore. And yeah, it was an amazing fight. Yeah, Lewis didn't get to really fight well. He has a tendency to run his camp a little bit weird, and he doesn't really like to change too much. I think he should have respected the fight itself a little bit more for what it's worth. But, I mean, that's going to fall on him as a fighter himself. That's going to be a part of his legacy on how he wants to be remembered. But that hoe kick guy didn't really do, like, all that amazing either. That armbar was ridiculously stupid, man. Just to watch him do the armbar and fail it. It was kind of like I was telling my guys, like, I don't know if he was trolling and doing the armbar
Right.
wrong on purpose so that he could be like, like just like fucking, but he wasn't putting any pressure on the arm because he just wasn't doing it right. Like you
Right.
have to squeeze your knees, you got to get your hips up and put pressure. He could have had Derek Lewis. He had him all stretched out. He had no reason to not do it. So it's hard to say if he did it because that's the way he wanted to, and that was his purpose to kind of like mess around and raise excitement and troll Derek Lewis, or if he just doesn't really know how to do the armbar itself. So for what it's worth, it was a fantastic fight. I was going for Ilia Temporia, dude. I think everybody in the world practically was, except for like the diehard Justin Gaethje fans who, again, nothing against Gaethje. Great man. He has this really great nickname of being your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. So like, yeah. So Justin Gaethje, super well deserved. Put his name out there, put it on the mark, and what an amazing day. What an amazing day. Everything was so cool, man. Did you get to watch it?
I watched some of it, not all of it.
What out of someone who likes it as a sport? I mean, I know you don't really do like the whole like mixed martial arts, or
Right.
you're not into boxing or kickboxing or anything like that. But like watching it on the outside, like how did you feel about this event? Because I mean, it did get some scrutiny from some people, and of course,
going in, I thought it was just gonna be like, another
UFC fight. I'm just saying.
Yeah, another event. But once you saw it, even though covered behind the White House and all that, but once you saw it, it was pretty bad. It was pretty badass having the White House right there and having that whole stage there and all those people and content creators, even in the president outside in the front row. That was the most
right?
like. What's even crazier is like the president being front row with all those people.
Yep, 100%.
I mean, I want to defend the guy but having him out there as the president is really risky and have a lot of guts, balls to actually do that, regardless it's in front of the White House.
Yeah. I mean, there was some talks about there being some type of like attacks or something like that. Like knowing that you're going out there in such a vulnerable state,
right,
and going out there and relaxing and still enjoying the night and doing for what it's worth. Like I think the only thing that they were casually worried about was more like the rain.
Right.
That's why
the rain
started late.
It was on and off a little bit.
Yeah. But
it seemed like a pretty calm night.
Yeah, man.
When we watched it.
I thought it was beautiful, man. The opportunity for these guys to walk out of the Oval Office, even
that was like, sweet. Those
man, dude, that's so cool.
The drone,
and then like that, even that opportunity that the fighters getting to walk down
with
the hallway with all the pictures of all the previous presidents, like, God, dude, that's so amazing, man. Like to have that opportunity sounds so cool, man.
Like I've always wanted to visit the White House.
Yeah.
Just like to see it. Now you can't because there's a bunch of gates, but because people are stupid these days. But,
well, they do to give tours. I don't know if they'd still give tours of the White House. I mean, the fucking X-Men movie when Nightcrawler had people walking in the White House, remember? They used to do like little tours that you could like get. Yeah. You can get walkthroughs.
It's probably as rare as it is nowadays because of the risk of.
Because of the risk. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But overall, 250 was an amazing show.
It was awesome.
The band, the military band that they had did a fucking cool, man, dude. Yeah. It was so cool. The flyover with the fucking Blue Angels, like the fireworks, like.
That is true. That is very true.
Well, it's half true. A lot of people don't know, but like this will probably be the last time that they do a fight like this because it cost Dana White millions to put this show on. Right. It cost him a fuckload to do it.
Well, here's the thing. They were going to keep it, but they can't keep it because now they got to freaking replace the grass. The grass is all fucked up.
Yeah. Like, but it's like one of those things like, I mean, what else is the money going to go to except some weird ass fucking ballroom? Yeah. Well, I mean, the ballroom's one, like, but like some weird ass nonprofit that they're fucking just throwing money at a bunch of stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to go the same way no matter what. At least it's going to go to sharks with freaking lasers. Yeah, what a lot of people don't know is we literally just got our historical version of Rumble in the Jungle.
Yeah,
Like we got
pretty
our
much.
historical version of Madison Square Garden in the 80s. Like
Yep.
this is the pinnacle right now. If I'm not mistaken, Tyson Fury was there, and I think one of the other Crawford, right? They were there because they
Yeah.
are picking up Dyson or one of the organizations, because I guarantee boxing, for what it's worth, is probably going to try to run a show in the same format because they were able to pull this off. You know what I mean?
Question
Like,
is where can they do that?
well, I mean, they're going to try to do the same thing as the White House, but it's just following the footsteps of something historical in MMA history that we all got to notice in our timeline. There's people that have
Right.
passed away that never thought this was even possible in the MMA world. And there's kids that aren't even alive or old enough to know how important this was for MMA that'll be adults one day and be like, oh, I'm a fan. And then they miss this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, this was our Rumble in the Jungle.
I have to agree.
Yeah. So we got to witness, for all the people that are like complaining and whining and blah, 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 like, this is history in this sport. If you're a fan
It
and
very
you
much is.
appreciate the shit that these guys go out and they put their lives on the line and fight, you should be like, hey, well, fuck it. Like, this is for these guys. This is for these guys. Any other kid that watches this shit knows that this is a dream and it could come true. But how fucking cool is that?
Like
Yeah,
I
so-
said, I don't watch, like I've told you, I don't watch much of UFC or
Yeah, yeah.
MMA. But like you said, they put their hearts and soul into the
Yeah, dude.
they
was
they
amazing.
train like hours, dude, and seeing them get kicked and punched worse than freaking actual boxing
Yep. I don't know if a lot of
and
people
hit
know this, but
rib cage picks and all that stuff. Like
I don't know if a lot of
It's-
people even consider this, but like Ilia Temporia fighting Justin Gaethje, like in one of like the first engagements in the first couple, like maybe under a minute,
Right.
Justin Gaethje like clinches up or does something to him. I don't want to try to explain it because it can get complicated, but he clinches up with him, like he grabs him and throws an uppercut and breaks his
Right.
orbital socket.
right, that's what I
Liter-
mean, like stuff like that.
Literally broke this right in like two
Right, broke the
sections.
eye,
So
whatever it's
if
called.
you think about it, right, the orbital socket has 4 bands. Like I'll drive this, right? Because I have a bunch of these. There's
Right.
like a band here, a band here, and a band on the
Mhm.
inside and the bottom. And what that bands do is they pull your eye so you could turn and look up and down. And the first time that
busted it.
shit broke, yeah, he can get those severed, and then he has to have them surgically put together.
Right.
So he gets that in the first like minute of the fight. Mind you, each round is 5 minutes, and he has to do 3 rounds of this. Then gets his nose broken,
Right.
and then
That's the
gets
most
his,
common.
and then gets the orbital socket on the other side broken. So every time he gets hit, his face shifts later in the round. Goes into the third, the doctor does the thing, right?
Right.
And the doctor's like,
Eye
nah, and this guy can't even
contact.
see, his eyes aren't moving. And he's like, no, don't
Right.
call it, don't call it. I'm good. Like, I want to keep
No,
fighting, I want to keep fighting. And they let him fight. They let him fight.
That's
He was willing to lose all his
Did he
eyesight
win,
just
or
for this
did he
moment,
win?
dude. No, he didn't get the win. Justin Gaethje beats him. He goes into the next round, right, knowing that all of that shit's broken because he can feel it. It's super painful.
Right.
And there's a moment that Justin Gaethje hits him, and you see like this part of his, like right here,
God.
it pushes out like this,
Yeah.
and it's not a swelling, it's the bone. It's the
Oh,
shift of the
God.
bone of his skull pushing out. Like, and
Oh.
people are like, because the next round comes, it's going into the final round. Him and his brother, because of who they are, make a pact. And the
Yeah.
brother and him are like, hey, do or die. Like, you're going to make it through this entire fight. Like, you're willing to give it all for this. And his coach or whoever's in the corner goes, no, fuck
we
you.
got-
That's it. That's
Right.
it. Like, I care about you, and I don't want that to
That's
happen.
a good call.
And they
that's a
call the
good call
fight.
by
I
him.
think it's very important that he does because, you know, safety of the fighter. He's
Right.
young. He's got a long,
a lot of potential.
long fucking road ahead of him before he can
Yeah.
needs to do that. But like,
You really don't got enough.
There's so
an
many people
opportunity
talking
to do
shit
that.
about it, saying that he gave up and all this other shit. and I'm
No,
like,
he didn't not. He
ridiculous,
didn't
bro.
give.
ridiculous. Dude. So
You
it
put
was-
a lot of hours in that training
Yeah.
stuff, and you know how those
yeah,
dudes are.
man.
Like
yeah.
they
But
have
just-
a heart of a lion, dude. They do not give up.
Yeah, just to know that he went out there and was willing to give the conceited and the damning people that talk shit, like his eyesight. Like the idea
Right.
to willing to lose his eyes just for a moment for someone to cheer and act like they're cool or whatever.
Right.
I just thought a lot of those people were huge pieces of shit for laughing at
agree.
him or calling him a coward or whatever. And
I
it's like
agree.
none of those dudes even know what it'll ever be like because they're gonna talk from their couches their whole life. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, but it was there were
was an
so many
amazing-
like fucking Van Damme Bloodsport moments. Like,
Right.
you remember that shit? Yeah. There's so many fucking like, whoa, dude. There was just so many. Sean O'Malley, dude. Sean O'Malley goes and like clips the dude, and like the moment he hits him, he turns and just starts like giving everybody the salute. Knock the fuck most textbook knockout ever, dude.
Ever,
So fucking beautiful. That was like the picture of Muhammad Ali standing over Frazier or whatnot when he's on the ground and Muhammad Ali's like standing all cool or whatever.
The picture.
Yeah, the famous fucking photo. Like that was it, bro. That was the Sean O'Malley when he's like he hits him, boom, and just turns. He knew that was like
It would have been.
he knew that was it. He knew he sold it.
It would have been cooler if we got a flag or an eagle.
Yeah, in the background and shit.
When he salutes.
He just needed that perfect action.
Did he salute to the president though?
It was so perfect. So perfect. Huh?
Did he salute to the president when he did that?
He saluted to everyone.
He saluted
like,
to everyone?
It was one of those things, like imagine like one of those like remember like back in the day, like Kobe would shoot a shot.
Yeah.
And before it lands, he was already like celebrating Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Point. Like he knew it was like God was gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
He hits the dude and just automatically starts like, "What's up, bitch? Like I got this." Didn't care if the ref was even noticing. Like he knew it. He just knew it in his heart that he got it. And it was so fucking cool, man. So cool. So yeah, UFC 250. Probably the most historic MMA fight that's ever gonna happen in the world. Like
celebrating America as well. 200.
Sure. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I know a lot of people they're in and out about that, but yeah, 100%. 100%. So cool.
Shout out to those dudes that put hours into that tonight. Even the media 100%. People and all the refs, everything.
Yep. For giving us such a great, beautiful sport, an event, and everything that put together. It was so cool. And if you got to see it, like, congratulations, because there's never going to be anything like that never in history will there ever be a fucking fight that awesome again, dude.
No,
never. That was like fucking Mortal Kombat, bro. Like
it was very much Mortal Kombat that night.
Yeah, fighting in the fucking parking lot of the White House. Like the next one's just gonna be the fucking Waffle House, bro. Like it's just Mortal Kombat, dude. It's just fucking Mortal Kombat. It was so badass. So badass.
It's Fight Club, no joking.
Yeah. Alrighty, bro. Let's get into it. It's we're 8:42 for me, 9:42 for you. Let's get into some of this shit.
All right, man.
What I'll do first, I'm going to talk about the stuff that I saw. I know some of these things you didn't get to see, and then we'll jump into the stuff that you're more fluent at. There's a couple of things we want to make sure we really cover. There was, of course, an animation festival that happened a couple of weeks ago. A couple of movies that are coming out. It's coming to movies that already came out that we saw. I saw like half of them. You saw the other half. So we'll give a good discussion. And yeah. What's up, Honda? Good to see you in the comments section. Thank you for jumping in and chatting with us. You know, jump in and put it down, brother. So, first off, let's talk. You all right? You okay, Derps? Yeah. I got you. You're fine. First off, coming to order to talk about the first part of Nerd News. Derpy got to see. Derpy, my man, are you ready to go? You're good?
Yes,
sir.
Sorry, I was talking about
You're good. I think we should cover, because I haven't seen this and I don't know how many people are up on it, but of course, we all grew up with this. Your generation mostly. Toy Story 5 just came out, and you got the opportunity to go out and watch it. Of course, most of us, I am more of a Toy Story fan from Kingdom Hearts. But of course, like the fucking movies have always been, dear and dear in everybody's heart, Pixar and all that good stuff. The Pixar theory and all that good stuff. But you got to see 5. They added like technology. Is that was the thing?
They did.
I saw a meme that was like, did Woody say the N-word? And I was like, I hope not. But yeah, tell me about it. How did Toy Story 5 go, bro?
Well, as for someone that has grown up on Toy Story, the franchise, everyone knows that mainly it surrounds Woody and Buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last 4 did not. It was mostly a Bo Peep story.
Okay.
I didn't watch it. that should show how much I didn't like 4. But
True.
this one
That's me.
focused
I'm sorry.
on Jesse actually this time.
Yeah, I'm trying to open up a little thing for you so that way we can talk about it. I'm sorry. Keep going, brother.
Good. This time it focused on Jesse. Um,
The cowgirl.
the cowgirl, yes.
Okay.
The whole story was basically um Bonnie, the owner, which we last saw in the end of Toy Story 3 and 4 and all that where
Mm-hmm.
but basically the whole time is that Bonnie's trying to earn a friend. And this lily pad technology has pretty much taking over every child's mind, basically what today is
Yeah, like in the real world. Yeah, no
in the
kidding.
real world.
Yeah.
And they call it tech. And
Ted?
the toys the toys refer to tech.
Tech,
And
like with a K or an X? Like a
I think
K?
it's H. I think H tech TE.
Oh, TECH.
Yeah, tech.
Oh, okay. Tech. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like technology and all that. But
Mm-hmm.
they refer to as tech, and like all the toys are like scared in the beginning, and like they'll get replaced. Like most toys have been already replaced by other kids, and Bonnie is basically the only one that hasn't got a lily pad yet. And then
Oh.
the parents basically end up getting her one, and then it was really good, dude. It
Yeah.
was really good because the whole premise really shows how this era and how kids today are, their imagination is not the same.
True.
Their creativity, their imagination is not the same once where we were at as kids.
Yeah.
It's and it shows in this movie. Um Overall, by the end of the film, obviously it's Disney, happy story ending. Jesse does find a suitable friend
Mm-hmm.
for Bonnie and all that, and they get together and have, happy ending basically.
Okay.
I don't want to get too much into it, but like I had a blast. I
Okay.
would say this is a movie that, regardless, it's gonna make money if you don't see it or not.
Yeah,
But
it's Toy Story, bro.
it's
Like,
got
yeah.
it's got already 300 million over the weekend.
Damn, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's
But like
Toy Story 6
Pixar
bucket.
doesn't fail to ever like really like to deliver, right?
Right.
Like they do
But
really well at doing films and stuff. But like, so I have
But
a question.
at the end of the movie of the credits, I told everyone, I shouted basically, "Book it now, Toy Story 6. That's gonna make a lot of money.
Yeah. So
This is
like
gonna make a lot of money." So
with the current dynamic of Hollywood, I was just talking about this to a friend of mine the other day, and I was like, I'm so disappointed with Hollywood, not filmmaking.
right,
I'm disappointed with Hollywood because they're almost self
creativity,
sabotaging themselves, right? A lot of the
creativity,
IPs that we've grown up and loved have changed because
the
uh
eras, the time
yes,
changes.
and agendas and politics and all this other
Yeah,
crazy stuff, right? And it's nothing wrong with that. Because you have to take chances to see if it works.
right.
But like sometimes I feel like, and we're going to talk about Marvel and DC later because of course
Yep.
we have things to talk about. And those have been, even Star Wars, man, has been changed so dramatically into like
Yeah,
a positive negative situation.
yeah.
But was there anything in this film that you felt was in that nature of like the political stuff, or did they manage to keep that out and keep it, just for the
They
kids, and not push on some kind of weird stuff?
slight, but not as
Okay.
much as past.
Okay.
Like they've been pushing. You know what I mean? Not.
Yeah, yeah.
There was like little moments of it, but not as bad as it was.
Okay.
Uh,
So the
there
kids
was like basically like they kept dissing Woody, and
Woody.
then they kept dissing Woody because he's like old and stuff.
Mm,
Um, I didn't. It was okay. Like I wasn't a fan of it, but it was it was passable
Okay.
because the moral of the story.
Do
Because
you
he is
feel?
old. The other thing, the only other two things that I felt that was unnecessary
Mhm,
was Bo Peep again,
mhm.
how they did the she made Woody look stupid.
Oh, okay. Like girl
Just
boss kind of stuff.
yeah, the girl boss stuff.
But she's always been that kind of
It was
character,
only
no?
like 2 scenes. It was only like 2 scenes.
But she's roughly always been that kind of character throughout like the series of Toy Story, no? Like
Yeah,
she does like
slightly.
the martial arts poses and does like crazy shit and all that stuff.
Yeah, slightly. The
Oh,
one more thing that kind of upset me.
hold on, hold on. We got Relic. Relic's in the chat. Here we go. And what is up, Relic?
What's up, my dude?
up?
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Let me fix this so that way we could all be equal. There we go. Oh man,
Oh.
I'm gonna.
Alright.
I need to
Can you
hide
bring it
us,
up
man. I
top?
need to fix this somewhere. Boom, boom. Oh well, there we go. I had a Toy
That's
Story
better.
thing up, but it's okay. I'll remove the photo and put us up in here. Good to see you,
How did
brother.
my-
Good to see
how did
you.
my
What?
freaking
How you
computer
guys
already
been?
be down this way? Oh my
Good, bro.
God.
Good. It's been a long time. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long. I know Derpy's
Dude.
close enough to give you a hug, but I know you had some stuff you had to do. So,
I'm disappointed in him, Chad.
oh,
What,
so
are you in
sad.
Florida?
He has
already,
to be a
Derp?
dad.
I can't hear you.
Oh, can
What?
you hear Derpy or no?
I can hear. Hold on. Maybe let me fix my
Derpy?
audio.
Give us a little bit of talking.
Oh,
I'm
Give us a
disappointed
test.
in him,
Okay,
Chad,
now
because he's
now
a
I can hear
father.
you.
There he goes. Yeah,
Yeah.
he went to Florida and he's like, oh, Relic's got family stuff to do. I didn't get to
He
meet
has
up
to
with
be a
him.
father on
He
Father's
has to be
Day.
a dad on Father's Day. Oh no.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I had to work, and it's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to your little
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to your little one.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you,
How you
She had a
been,
good
Relic?
time.
How's everything been going?
dude. Things have been going nuts, actually.
Good or bad?
I would say both. So,
Okay.
Oh no.
like, have you guys been? Like, are you guys up to date in anything Lego related?
Oh, I knew you were gonna bring up the Lego
Uh,
scandal thing. Tell me you're not a part of this, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Like,
God.
Okay, well,
I
you
owned
gotta tell me.
I owned a franchise. I owned Bricks.
No,
and
I know that. No, I know.
Minifigs.
No,
Yeah,
but you're
yeah.
not like associated with like the stuff, right?
Scandal.
Like, I was on one of Reckless Ben's videos.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Yeah, and we had a
I didn't know that, bro.
conversation. Yeah. So like, the channel's been blowing up, which is good. We're close to 2,000 subscribers.
Perfect.
And-
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, and it's been great. But like, I've been putting my story out there. Like, I remember I told you guys a little bit even on stream,
Uh-huh.
but like nobody would pick up my story. No Lego YouTubers or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I just commented on someone's channel that's like, yeah, these guys, they screwed me over, and I'm so happy you guys are putting the story out there. And it was
Fuck,
Echo Base
it's-
Network. Do you guys are you guys familiar with Echo Base Network?
I know roughly
I've
about
heard of Echo
a little
Base.
bit of this stuff, but me myself, I'm not really deep diving because, of
Yeah.
course, like I'm not a big subscription to Legos in general.
Well, Echo Base,
those
they're
a-
more of
aren't
a Star Wars channel.
Yeah,
Okay.
Star Wars.
Anything,
Yeah,
yeah.
those dudes are Star Wars guys.
Yeah. So they're awesome, and I went on their channel.
Nice.
They invited me on, and we talked about it. And then I said my story, and then I went on Camelot's channel, and then I've been doing live streams and talking about it because every single person that's like the bad guy in the story, I've had to deal with, and I've had like,
Yeah.
personal
Relationship somewhat.
relationships.
Or
and-
business professional, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And are you okay, dude? Like, I know that, it did affect your life like a tremendous amount with the business and stuff in general.
Yeah. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, the owners called me, threatened me to, if I get involved,
Oh,
that they
no.
would sue me, and I'm like, well, too little, too late. I already told my story to Reckless Ben, and
Bring him to
I'm
Texas, bro.
already-
Trial by combat. You can fight it out with him, bro. I got
Yeah,
you too,
yeah.
bro. I'll corner up with you, bro. Could tell them to come get that
I
smoke.
have you
dude.
in my
I'll give
corner.
him that
Hell
Texas
yeah.
barbecue smoke.
Yeah, so it's just like it's been awesome. Like, the community is super great. Everybody's been very supportive, and they've been talking to me and hearing me out, so it's good. Yeah, I'm loving
I
it.
mean, from all the shit that people have been saying, the dude that's kind of fucking people over sounds like a huge piece of shit.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. So it's good that the community's coming together because I don't know if he has enough money to sue everybody that's that's out there fucking calling him out for all the business.
No,
But
no,
like,
he
it's
does.
been crazy though, man. Because like he gets like,
Bro,
I don't know. It's probably like one of those weird, like small little towns that the politics and everybody knows everybody by name, like fucking Cheers. Like
Mhm.
I kind of feel like that's what it is because there was the concept of like him having pull with the police department and blah blah blah
Yeah,
and this
yeah,
and
yeah.
that. Like it just sounds like a privileged little piece of shit that's gonna get caught.
Yeah, and
That's really all it sounds like. That's really all it sounds
Really?
like.
yeah, and it gets real deep. But like
I bet,
yeah,
man.
yeah, like
Because you
and
can
I've been-
imagine, watch. You can imagine that if he's doing this with Legos, like fuck the regular community, like he's gonna fuck over everybody.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Right.
So he's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get so torn up. Shit. I hope
Really?
this guy doesn't do anything like in regular politics, like runs for like a city official. Yeah, this guy's gonna get fucking
Yeah.
shit on, dude.
But
But yeah,
what's
Relic.
up, Derp? Yeah.
I was just trying to say, that dude's a piece of shit. Welcome to the YouTube business.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So I'm happy that you're getting your voice heard and everybody else that's
Oh, yeah,
being
thank
affected
you.
by this turd. So like hopefully you guys get justice, man. Hopefully you
thank
guys
you.
get justice.
Yeah, like like we would spend hours on this
Hey, Chris,
channel
check
talking
private
about
chat
it,
real quick.
but like, well, like I wanna. This is your show, and I want to talk about Toy Story because Toy Story pissed me off.
No, you saw it and you didn't like it? Oh,
I
I'm not
no.
surprised it
despised
didn't.
it.
Nah, no,
despised
actually I am surprised. Actually. I'm a little
No,
surprised.
I was actually
surprised.
when I heard that the iPad was like the bad guy, I was like, oh shoot, they're actually gonna do a good story. Like I started getting excited about it, and then I got
He
super
watched
pissed.
it.
Then I watched it. Yeah.
So what? Well, okay. So I was letting Derpy do his thing. He's gonna kind of like.
I have to.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I see you, bro. All right.
I gotta-
Well,
I'll be
Relic,
right back.
he's got to do
Yeah.
something real quick. So Relic, so you got to see it. Derpy was giving us kind of like an insight on how he thought the movie was. I mean, he's
Yeah,
not.
and by the way, I sell the high C's on that one. I did not spend money.
Oh,
on
nice.
that.
So what'd you get? What'd you do? What'd you do?
Well, I watched
How'd you get to
it.
go see it?
Sell the high C's.
Oh, I
W
do get
Relic.
this. I do get this. Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
baby.
W Relic.
Yeah, that's a W.
Yeah.
That's a straight W. Straight W. So Relic, so you got the opportunity to
I'll
go
be right
see
back.
it. These Toy Story IP's been around 100 years, dude. Everybody like right
Uh-huh.
now is probably saw when they were growing up. So I know that you said you were pretty disappointed with some of the stuff. I'm guessing
Yeah.
it's going to be like this is what I was saying earlier. There's a difference between it right now for me. There's a big dynamic change, which is like I'm not disappointed in filmmaking. I'm disappointed in Hollywood, like for how
Gotcha.
they're changing things. Right? They have a certain, I guess, specific thing that they're really out there trying to do their best to change up all of these IPs and things. And to me, it really hasn't been working.
No, it hasn't been working at all. It's like so it's because they're not being genuine or they don't have like how do I put it? They don't have like the people that are writing these stories, they don't have experience like life experiences enough to understand gender roles, to understand like concept of a hero and trials that are beyond like getting to their work.
Okay.
You know, and trying to make a paycheck.
Mhm.
So like you see these people that are writing it, and well, if you look back at like some of the best writers, like Tolkien, like the dude served in World War One. He's had some pretty solid experiences, right?
Like with war and stuff, right?
Yeah,
That's
with
like
war. Well, like
politics
it's like
and-
politics, like, and he got to see both sides, like, and then he got to live through World War Two, right? And then he saw like the uprising of technology and the rapid increase, and it all kind of delve into his life, and so he used that to have experiences, and he like truly studied, truly cared about figuring out and having an opinion on the spiritual side, you know, on the religious side, like all that stuff. Like he actually went for it. People are lazy today. Like their life experiences, like they watch TikTok and then YouTube and the news, and that's how they form their opinion. They don't do any studying, and then that's just their whole life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's kind of like the idea of how I mean there was a really weird thing I would notice about social media, where you would bring someone in who has some type of doctrine and some type of study, and then you bring in some clown on YouTube who just has a YouTube channel like us, you know, like the average boys, like, and then they put us in a debate amongst each other. And I'm thinking that I'm going to go off and that my opinion is going to matter or be valued. And usually, it turns out that the fucking guy with the doctrine tears ass into this dude, and then he tries to use the format of arguing as a way to win the fight, like the debates in the sense of knowing the strategies to win arguments, instead of just being honest and being fucking, a real person, which I think goes across the board a lot with this stuff. But Derpy was telling me that, for what it's worth, like he had an okay time with the movie. It was okay. But then, of course, I was like, look, with the current dynamic of Hollywood, like, do you feel like there was like agenda pushes, right? And he said, like, yeah, like they did this stuff like where Bo Peep comes in and saves Woody. But that's been done before in the film. Like, it's like, unless it's
well, like
doubled.
it's like, all right, you have one or two jokes about some of the characters on like, up their expense, right? Where it's just like, but then when it becomes a lot, it's just like punching down. Like they had to belittle the characters to prop up the female characters instead of just realizing that like everybody is different. Everybody's like a different role.
Yeah.
And everybody has strengths and weaknesses. And like one of the reasons they're together is because their strengths complement somebody else's weaknesses and vice versa, right?
Yeah, like the team bonding.
Yeah. So there's no team bonding, like, and the problem isn't that it's a Jesse story. That's fine, but then it's how they wrote Jesse, and like all the characters. Like I would say number 4 destroyed Woody as a character, as a whole. He betrayed his friends and everything. Like he just gave up. And then this one is just like a nail in the coffin, where they did it to Woody and Buzz. They made them like
just unlikable,
these sad, sorry characters, and then the women come and save the day, and they had to like there was like little things like all the women rode the male horses and the men had to ride the female horses, and then they gave a look to the rainbow unicorn. And it's like you could say like that's reading too much into it, but like like every when a movie is made, every freaking inch, every little detail, somebody's approving and somebody looked over it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we talked about this before, like the writing room, right?
Yeah,
the She-Hulk writing room. Like someone had to approve of all the nonsense.
Dude, somebody approved the color of pens, like on the table, and how they looked and everything. Like somebody approved like
all of that
which
stuff.
side your hair is supposed to be on, or the color of the outfit, and to the point
everything,
of like everything. So then what they did is they gave like the moments that it would obviously be done for a male character, they gave it to the female character. Like
in the
like
comment section, Mahan
Yeah.
Harden says, or Mahan Harden says, I really wish they would have stopped at Toy Story 3. The fourth one was so unnecessary, which is almost like exactly what you said about what they did to Woody's character, right?
Yeah.
And then he says, my kids went to see this movie, but after what they did to Woody,
they want
I hate to see what they do to Buzz. Oh yeah.
Oh no, don't take your kids to go watch this. Like what it teaches your
child?
they push the agenda of like men are just better than, or women are just better than men. Yeah.
Major.
So
I'm
like
sorry,
so they try to switching, and it's not that subtle. Like for instance, like Jesse and Buzz get married, but Jesse is the one that's at the altar, and Buzz is the one walking down the aisle. And then but when they kiss,
so weird.
Yeah, when they kiss,
He dips. She's gonna dip Woody.
No. Buzz's leg kicks up.
Oh, I get you.
Like remember the movie Princess Diaries, where like she's saying like she wants her magical moment, and it's just like, or her foot pop moment.
Yeah.
So they do that, but Buzz is the one that does it.
I mean, it's just so awkward, right? Because like, if it wasn't so brash and on the nose about all of this stuff.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
it would be okay because it's a comedy, it's a film for kids. Like, those things are kind of goofy
No,
and kind of silly. But like, since it's just so on the nose,
no,
like,
but it's also like they, for instance, like the little girl, she plays like she's a boy. She doesn't play like a little girl.
like a tomboy.
No, she plays like a boy. Like for instance, like we were talking about Lego before, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Lego has the most extensive study on the differences between boys and girls.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, Lego was like, hey, kids like our product, but the only people who stick with it are boys.
Yeah.
Like, and then girls, it's really hard for girls to get into Lego. So, because they weren't really catering to them,
Yeah, of course.
right?
The nurture,
And,
yeah,
s-
the
and
nurture
so
of the
they
psychology of
started,
children.
yeah. So they started studying, like, what's the difference, like how girls play and how boys play. Well,
Yeah.
they took like a Batman toy, gave it to the boy, and then the boy played like he was Batman,
Yeah, yeah, he's doing adventure
bodied the
shit,
character
hero
and
stuff.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they gave Batman to the little girl,
He was getting married. He was doing
no,
a
no,
bunch of, like,
yeah,
the
she,
girls
she
play that.
like they were having tea parties. They were like,
yeah. I
like
get
the
that.
girl, the Batman became the girl, and that's how
Yeah.
little girls play. They don't play as the character. Like
Yeah, of course.
they play the way they want to play. Like if they want to do a tea party, it doesn't matter if they grab Goku or Barbie or whatever. Everybody's having a tea party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, and then it gets a lot more extensive, but then like they noticed the difference, and so then they made the Friends sets. They started catering a little bit more to girls, where it's like not even the Lego minifigure. It's like reminiscent of Polly Pocket and Bratz,
Yeah, okay.
and so then they have those kind of minifigures till
Mhm.
this day, and to keep like interest
To cater to bring to more
ca-
girls'
cater
attention,
to little,
right?
little girls, yeah.
Yeah,
and
and
then
it's understandable. It's understandable.
and then obviously, like, there's women that are fans of Lego and an IP like Harry Potter or whatever. That's cool and all.
Mhm.
But the majority till this day is still boys. It's still men that will collect toys, that will play with Lego, play with toys. It's not. What's up?
What's up, hero?
What's up, hero?
But let me ask you, just to jump into this and just to throw a little bit of a
Yeah.
curveball. I just want to ask because, I always know that I can discuss with you, like, in detail, like, okay, well, let's think of the science of this. So in the story of Toy Story, you have the little girl. She has an older brother. The little girl really, I think the whole story about this, like, if I'm not mistaken, Derpy was talking about it. They seem like they're not like too financially like set, where like they're the last
Yeah.
ones to get the lily pad. Like, there's a little bit of struggle. It's always the single mom mentality in the family unit. You don't really see the dad, like, so you don't really know like the whole backstory because it never really focuses on the people, the human beings, other than just the children.
Well, you get kind of
A
a
little bit more?
layout. Yeah, you get a layout
Okay.
like.
And is it more like a mom centric thing, or is it a family?
Yeah,
unit, or-
but like there's a dad, but he's just like
Never there.
always busy, and
Okay,
he's-
okay.
and,
So
like,
in
yeah.
in this, you have the brother who apparently went to college in like 2 movies ago, and he
Mm-hmm.
had all of these toys that he had, and he didn't know what to do with them. He was gonna throw them away or what it was. They had a whole
Yeah,
adventure.
yeah,
It was really nice or whatever. But instead, he chooses to give these toys that he grew up with as a young boy to the daughter or the sister or whatnot,
Mhm.
who is this at that time, just a normal, from what it looked like in the anime or from the Pixar movie, just a normal little girl. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
she
yeah.
gets to kind of like cater to using all of these old toys that a young boy used. Do you think that sets it up for the character to be more of that tomboyish character? Because we do respect the idea of the tomboy. Like, we grew up with friends that were probably
Oh, yeah.
tomboys all over the place, right?
Like I like, but
But
that's
you
the
know what I'm
thing, you're
talking
still-
about, right? Like,
I know I get it, but like that's becoming a fan of something. Like if you watch a show and your tomboy's like, oh yeah, you like that stuff, but the way you play is still gonna be different. You're still a girl.
well, I mean,
Like that- like-
because it's like that in the It show. It's like that in the Goonies. It's like that in all the stuff where
Yeah,
it
yeah,
has like the retroactivity of like
Yeah, but
boys to girls.
but there's
They're
not
hanging
that
around
much of a but there's not that much of a shift that quick, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like I have a son who's 6 and my
Mhm.
daughter just turned 4 today, right? And they play all the time, but she's still super into princesses and stuff. But if we pull
Yeah,
out a
there's nothing wrong with that.
like if we pull out a sword or a lightsaber, she's like all for it.
Yeah.
You know, like she'll watch Teen Titans. You know,
Mhm.
she wants to play rough with my son, but
Yeah.
she also wants to play with her Barbies.
Yeah.
So she's like right there, and I think just because you get a different set of toys or your siblings move out or whatever it is, like it doesn't make that kind of shift.
No, but with the child
It's like-
psychology, there is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
concept of nature over nurture, right? This is pretty much how it is in the idea of when the child still has the plastic mind, and you can like kind of like form the ideas and the morals of how this child will be, unless it,
Yeah, but like the thing
do you
is,
feel like the movie gives us that to show why she would be like, why she dictates to be more of a Tom girl, or like do they really give like a
they don't give much.
anything
So,
like that?
So like the whole thing is like kids don't really know how to play anymore. That's supposed to be the setup. Okay? And then all like they do some things really well, like all kids are addicted and they're just doing this and scrolling or whatever. Because that's like lily pads.
So they have really muscular fingers and shit.
yeah, they have your judo fingers, your
Yeah,
frog
just
fingers,
have fucking broken fingers.
yeah.
That's
And the setup is supposed to be that they're trying to help them get away, because like toys are becoming a forgotten thing. It's actually a really good premise, because that's
Yeah.
actually what's happening today.
100%. 100%.
And that's the thing, they just crapped all over it. They turned it into some sort of, instead of like a message of like let's go back to enjoying
way it was,
outside, getting away from social media, and
Yeah.
playing with toys and connecting with friends and stuff like that. They try to just use those elements to push their ideology and their message, instead of having a message within the story.
See, and that's what I asked Derpy, because I wanted to get his opinion on it. And I know Derpy just likes the films and most of these IPs for, the nostalgia and what it is, right? And I respect that. I know he enjoys them. And that's important, because as they're going to be the people to keep the films going and not let the theaters go out of business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was my major concern, is like if you felt, because again, like I said earlier, my mentality's kind of shifted in this idea that I'm kind of like really disappointed in Hollywood for like how they've managed to ruin a lot of these things.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like the Toy Story idea and Pixar, yeah, they've had some pretty interesting concepts that they've kind of put into the shows and all that stuff in the years, like, but I wanted to see if there's like a dynamic change. Like I think Derpy said that right now the film is at like $300 and something million opening.
Oh yeah, it's
That's really
booming
nice.
in the box
Yeah,
office.
but it's
Like,
Pixar. Like you didn't expect anything else.
but it's also like this. Look, not to go back, but like I was on a podcast talking about the Lego stuff, right?
Yeah.
Where like everybody on the internet's like, yeah, this company it's over for them. Like, they're gonna get destroyed. And I said, I'm not sure, because we are informed here on the internet.
As
But
much
you-
as what
but-
they want to give us.
But your mom that, is always busy and she just wants to enjoy a good time with her kids, she's not going to go to the movie theater studying like, oh, this movie teaches all this bullcrap. She's like, no, this is a kids movie. Let's go watch a kids movie
go watch a
as
kids
a family.
movie.
Right? So it's one of the reasons why it's blowing up at the box office, because we're not blowing up, but it's doing really well.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the
it's
same thing.
killing
It's
it,
like when
you
you
know?
have the IP, when someone says, hey, Star Wars, there's a Star Wars movie, let's go watch it. It's
Yeah,
Star
yeah.
Wars. And then you show up and you're kind of like, what the fuck was that? That felt like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're like, but whatever. Maybe this one just sucked. We'll see the next one or whatever.
Yeah, and
like
that
Toy
means they already
Story-
spent their money too.
Yeah,
Like, so it's like,
Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Cars, like those movies, when they enter, it doesn't really matter what these people, even like the Buzz Lightyear movie, which I don't know how it did at the box office, but they took some liberties to do some interesting stuff, right? But like
yeah.
this is what it was, and it's so sad to see that it's gone this far, like into like the
Yeah.
realm of like 100%. This is a kids film. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like this,
and
this
like,
isn't an
that's-
adult film. This is
Yeah.
like a generational film. Like the kids that saw this as kids, the one Toy Story 1, are all adults. So like they'll bring their kids to come watch it.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing, is it's like that's what they're banking on, is like
Yeah.
you're gonna bring in the nostalgia. You're gonna go regardless of what you hear about what's going on. Like, cause my mind was like, man, this story is it like before it came out. I was like, I'm gonna go watch it, and then I want to take my kids to their first movie theater experience.
Yeah.
But hell no, this is not gonna be their first movie.
Yeah.
theater
You're like,
experience.
yeah, I'm disappointed
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah, because like I'm careful. Like I care about what my kids learn and what they watch,
Yeah. Yeah. I remember you telling me.
and like because their brains they're sponges. They'll soak up everything, and that's why like what you do together as a family, you'll remember it forever. Like even if you don't have the memory, you remember scents. You remember your feelings that you had as a kid, as a teenager, and we always crave that. We crave that nostalgia.
That's true.
And they're banking on people that's like, oh, these it's a movie about toys. Like even if it sucks, it's just toys. You want to know?
P, what's up? What's
What's up,
up?
Rick P?
What's up? What's up?
And so like when you're doing things about toys, cars, Monsters Inc., it like they know they're gonna make money, because it's also the reason why Star Wars does bad and these kid movies will still do good even if it's a crappy story is because it's not catered to collectors or an IP, like a giant fan base of a universe
Yeah.
and world building. It's like, no, this is just supposed to be a nice kids movie, even though this is
Sure.
complete and utter garbage. Toy Story 5 is trash.
So you didn't like it like at all.
Like when any story, even if it has good moments and good scenes, but it's forcing some sort of agenda against somebody, even if it's like something that I would agree with, it pisses me off. And it's like, yeah, you didn't have the right intentions or any good intentions to making this movie. Your intention was to utilize really great concepts. Like they had everything going for them, like get kids away from iPads, like start playing toys,
Yeah.
and connecting and having human connection, that we're too involved in technology. That was supposed to be the story, Toy Story, like getting back to toys. But it became like, let's, take away.
I think he's just miserable.
Yeah, let's take away. What's up, dude?
Well, no,
Let-
Derpy made a really good point about that
Yeah.
earlier too, where he was saying that he felt that the film was like that kids aren't able to have this imagination anymore because they're so involved with like their iPads and their internet that the storytelling and the creativity of the child is being lost within this like
Yeah, and,
this
and
concept.
they were doing that, but they completely like
the shit to bed.
underhanded that whole thing.
I agree.
But by
Yeah.
making it, like I said, they had all these great concepts, and they underhanded it all by making Buzz and Woody complete morons.
I kind of agree on that.
Yeah, they were a shell of themselves, and
As much as I don't agree with rarely
Relic all the
agree
time,
with
like,
Relic,
yeah.
right?
yeah,
I would
Yeah,
have to agree with him.
because it's like you're trying to belittle your main characters to prop up other characters, and that's not how you do things.
True. Yeah,
You don't have to make
Right.
everybody a buffoon to make a character you like a great character or
Well,
Like it's
better.
Before
crazy
you get-
because it's
Relic
crazy. Like Derpy, how
Sorry.
old are you, Derpy?
Turning 30 in September.
And Relic, how old are you?
31.
So you guys are like the same age almost. Like you literally, I'm fucking 44. Like I didn't
Right.
grow up watching fucking Pixar movies. Like you guys,
We grew up on him.
yeah, you literally grew up on this. So like for Derp, because you guys have a really different mindset, right? Like Relic, you're
Right.
very critical. You're expecting a certain thing because of the comfort of that generation and how well it did. And it's a good,
Expecting
it's a good,
storytelling.
yeah, it's a good generation to. I believe we were, we ate good. We
Yeah.
ate good back in the day with
yeah,
all this
yeah.
stuff. We ate fucking good, and the younger generation, they're not gonna know what that's like, right?
No.
Unless it changes. But it's hard because it is what it is. But Derpy, in your situation, like you're the reason why I like Derpy in these kind of conversations is because you're a soft guy. Like you really are okay with some of like the issues and stuff like that. Like when films come in and they do like these like weird agenda pushes, like you kind of be like, damn it, but you're like, all right, well, I'm just gonna say fuck it and enjoy it, right? Like I understand
Right.
Relic's point of view because he's a father, he has children and he
Right.
wants to protect his
Right.
children for the future generation of their life. And I get that because he does not like how this generation young is being brought up, and he wants to be strict. And I understand that, but like Derpy, it's different for you and I because we don't have kids, right?
Right.
So like when I go to a movie, I could just be an asshole and be like, "Well, that fucking sucked." But it's because like I expect things because I'm a creator. Like I like to make up stories. I have a pretty solid imagination. I like to create things, but I don't want it to be like shit. Like I want it to be where everyone feels it and they're like, "Damn, that was really great." But Derpy, like you're a nice dude. Like you really love your IPs and you like it. So what I wanted to ask you was like, from your point of view, there's like this dissection of the character Woody and Buzz, and it's dynamically changed from Pixar Toy Story 1 to this one, Toy Story 5.
Well,
Like, how do you like or how do you feel what they've done with the two characters?
well, first off, it should have ended at 3, and Relic can agree with me.
Yep.
That was someone, yeah. What I think Main Jen said that in the comments like literally earlier.
100%.
Damn, I'm not even that
When
big of a fan.
four
so I don't
came
know
out-
the
It's one of
difference.
the top trilogies of film
Dang, that's
history.
crazy.
It is
Of
like,
all time, yeah. When 4 came out, I knew they were gonna fuck it up, and they did.
Oof. What's up, boy? John, my
Because
bro.
once I mean, Relic knows. Once we saw the power boss girl, Bo Peep, putting Woody in the corner back in 2019,
Yep.
it just
That it could
screwed
be-
up the entire. It just screwed up the entire.
And then Woody just betraying his friends, like giving up and like F them.
You're right.
Oh, in the
right.
furnace? Is
Why?
that the one with the fucking furnace?
Yep.
No, that's 3.
No, that's that's the. No,
That's
it
3.
is, isn't it?
3 is the furnace.
Okay.
4 is
Bro,
when they
that
go to the
furnace
amusement
scene, if
park.
I was a kid, that
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
fucked me up, dude. Every time I saw that scene, I was like, damn, this is kind of like, it's hardcore for kids to watch this shit in
Yeah.
the theater, dude. This is crazy to show kids. I mean, it did end well with that scene, but I was like, that was like for all these characters to be like, nah, it's cool. We'll just all go together and all this shit. Like they're all gonna die. I was like, this is wild, bro. I
Okay, the
cannot
Eagles
be
came in the
behind
aliens.
this. That was crazy. That was 3. Was that 3?
That was 3.
Holy
okay,
shit! That scene was.
The Eagles
nasty,
came,
dude.
Relic. The green aliens. The Eagles came from Lord of the Rings.
Claw, the claw. Yeah, that was crazy, man. That scene, I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
I thought that was insane, dude.
But like
That was insane.
Woody
Yeah.
and Buzz in this are even
Is it
Relic would agree.
disappointing at
It-
least?
It's
Like,
not
was-
Woody
it
and
was-
Buzz. Yeah.
It's not Woody and Buzz. It's more like
Oh.
one-liner Woody and Buzz.
oof.
It's not like character development at all.
So let me ask then, like, do you
Yeah.
feel like outside of watching it as a film, let's say it's like you're looking at all the points of this film making interesting and in concepts and growth in the story. Do you feel like they had Woody and Buzz in the film just to have them there in the film so that they could like
Yeah,
use them
just
to
bait
prop,
everyone.
prop the audience to come and watch?
Yeah.
And
Well, they
and then
they used
majority
them
was gonna be
to
the girl.
that they were a punching bag in the film.
Right, they were pretty
what they
much
were.
a punching bag.
What was like their screen time on it?
Maybe like 5-10 minutes. You think?
I don't
Wow.
know, like the
Maybe
exact,
even
but,
less.
But like that's the thing. It's okay if they don't have much screen time. It's okay if it's a Jesse story. That's fine. But it's like
Yeah,
Jesse
they should
Eisenberg.
just call it the Jesse story.
yeah,
then.
yeah. Like that's fine. You know, you can make the story about a girl, and you could have her have girl boss moments, as long as it's not about like you have to ruin all the other characters to make her
Yeah,
like
that's a
the
good point.
best character.
That's a
You
good
know.
point. Like to shit
Like
on
that-
everybody else to make her like look
Right.
cool.
Yeah, but like it also has to play into her character or play into her strengths. Like you
Well-
can't. It's like you can't. I think it was like Atomic Blonde. It's with Charlize Theron. She's like an assassin or whatever. She's
Yeah, of
like
course.
90
Well,
pounds soaking wet, and she's beating up 200-pound men.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like, yeah, like that's insane.
Well, like-
you can't just do that.
Before you came on, I was about to point one thing that it was disappointing,
yeah.
and then you came on.
My bad.
It was actually ironically, even though today is Father's Day, they made the fathers really, really look stupid.
In
Oh,
this
yeah.
film,
They looked very stupid.
all of them are
Wait,
dumb.
what
Like
fathers?
All of them are so dumb.
So they.
And that was
like,
one thing I was
yeah.
like,
who's the
really?
fathers? I don't even know they had fathers in this fucking film.
Yeah, they had 2.
Like, are they the
And-
parents of the people or what?
Yeah, the kids.
parents-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They're like just almost like deadbeats, but they work,
Right.
but they're
Right.
not there. Like they did the whole. They did it worse than the trope of like Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin, where
Oh.
there was a huge study as well of like why people gravitate to anime, and why it really speaks to the viewer more so than like just regular cartoons in the U.S. Because when you watch anime and you see somebody that's like kind of like your dad or something,
Chris taking a sip of fresh H2O.
You're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear you, Derpy.
he's
Hey, look
trying
at
to
Chris
be sexual with
taking-
your
Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
ASMR with the fresh take of a
yeah.
H2O. Look at that.
He was Alcatraz.
Yes, sir, baby. Yes, sir, baby. I tell you guys, I had a great
No.
time when I went. Like when I went to
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
That's
see?
sweet.
That's how the criminals got out. I don't even remember the story.
Right, I do.
No, yeah. No, but what I was saying before,
See, Rick-
what was I actually talking about? Oh, so like anime.
The father, yeah, the
What-
enemies in it.
Yeah, when you watch American cartoons and you look at the dad, it's like, oh, this guy, yeah, he always goes to work and brings home the money, but he's an idiot. Like
Yep, that's
so
pretty
like
much
there's
what it was.
so that also
far
plays
worse.
into like here in the U.S. why there's like a lot of disrespect towards their kids, towards their parents, right? Because the cartoons are what they're learning. But when you look at anime, I'm not saying every anime, but like animes that are at least like okay for you to like Dragon Ball Z Kai. Like
I
it
like
cuts out
Kai.
a lot of the stuff, right? And well,
I
Dragon Ball
like
Z
Kai though.
yeah, but like Dragon Ball Z is not really made for kids.
Yeah,
Right.
it's more of an
But-
adult anime.
But you watch Dragon Ball Z Kai and you see these guys like go through this hardship. They're working
It takes
towards
out a lot of
something.
stuff.
They're falling down, getting beat up, but like when they play with their kids don't know. So then like you as a viewer, as a kid, start realizing like, oh, I don't know what my dad is going through, but like he's my hero.
He works
So
hard. He
he's
provides for
probably
the
go-
family.
Yeah,
like,
so he's probably going through things that I'll never know, and he'll hide it just like Vegeta, just like Goku, and like,
Tax
stuff like that.
evasion.
mhm.
It's so those things, those kind of things in storytelling really make it so that we can truly connect. But we're gonna connect either way. It's just subconsciously we're gonna act a certain way when we watch something. Like if you're only watching Simpsons and Family Guy, you probably don't have a high respect for your own father as you would if you watch something that actually, like anime that actually taught you about those kind of deals and morals and all that stuff.
Yeah, and even recently
Yeah.
it's changed because of the fact of like you look at the popularity of these very like adult variated comic book stories and stuff like Invincible with Omni-Man. Like you have where it's like the father's like this hyper abusive, destructive person,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
somewhat finds family values in the destruction of his family and has to kind of like pander off to like the idea of needing to like a what is it like a fight for the idea of getting like for his sins or whatnot. What's that idea of like repentance? Like a repentance
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah.
being, but they gotta like they destroy the image of
redemption,
the man, like
repentance, yeah,
but
yeah.
they just but nowadays it's not like the way it used to be, right? Where it's like the hero's journey. The guy goes in, he's pretty confident, all of a sudden, like the villain comes in, destroys them completely and leaves them
Yeah.
bloodied, and then they lose something, and then the person goes, training montage, finds God or finds love, and then all of a sudden or finds purpose, then comes back, rallies, and it still has a little bit of climax, like to downfall to complete takeover and does well, right? Nowadays they literally like they destroy the character like to like complete almost worthlessness, dude. Like they embarrass him, they take everything from him, and then they come back, but they're more like I don't even know. It's crazy, bro. Humanity's such in a weird place right now, especially in the United States, where like people, they relate more to Thanos than they do the Avengers, man. It's fucking
Speaking
crazy.
about humanity,
And I think it's more
Yeah.
the internet, not like because you go
did
out
you
Oh, go ahead.
What was it,
go ahead,
Derpy? What?
Derp. Sorry.
I was just saying, speaking about how crazy humanity's getting, did you see this story about a dog being killed by cops?
Yeah, well, I mean, those kind of things happen a lot, man.
No, it was basically after the Knicks won, there was noise complaints because the lady was like shouting because they won.
Mhm.
And
The game, the fucking Knicks
after they
again?
won it, after the Knicks won the
Oh
finals,
my god,
and
people are crazy.
the cops
bro.
were called by like the neighbors and for a noise complaint, and she was like shouting and everything and all that. And then the dog was defending, like the cops were like afraid of the dog because it was big,
Yeah,
basically, and it charged at the cop, and it was
cop,
usually
yeah.
never aggressive. It was never aggressive, so the cop shot him.
yeah. Most of the time when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm not mistaken. Like the police will tell you to at least like tie your dog up or hold on to it and don't let it go. But the moment
Yeah.
that bitch gets loose, like they'll shoot the shit out of it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but
'Cause
what's
it's
the
just-
problem? Like, if any dog attacks me, if it's a Chihuahua, I'm breaking its neck. I'm killing it.
I'm gonna beat the shit out
Like,
of that
if
dog.
a
and get it
dog
off of
attacks me,
man.
I'm killing that thing. Dude.
Well, not. I mean, that's not the first. That's not your first
My-
action, but you're gonna want to protect yourself.
Yeah,
because that dog's
Right.
he's gonna
Right.
cut you, bro. He's gonna cut you bad. He can mess you
dude.
up.
Like
I'm
my
just saying,
friend's
like,
dog
it's just
attacked me,
crazy
bit
that
me right
an
here,
incident has to
and I
happen
just
like
threw him
that.
against the wall, like,
Yeah,
and I
well-
kicked him. But he's,
Well, I mean,
he's
in the
alive.
concept
He's
of being
alive.
attacked by any kind of animal, it's not nice, right?
Yeah,
but it's like it's
it's-
not the. You know, I guess it deals in the situation, right? Because like,
Mhm.
if the person has a dog, and it's aggressive and it's not in the right mindset, and the
Yeah,
cop
that's
comes
pretty
to
much what happened.
the cop comes to stop the situation at hand. His job is not to control your dog, and he doesn't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
get bit. It's either that or he beats the shit out of it with a stick, or I don't know what it is, but like
Yeah,
you
and
should
he
be
could.
more understanding
yeah.
to put that dog away if you're gonna have people there, and if you don't,
Yeah, like,
you gotta follow the rules, man.
But
and
we should probably
not
get into the
to.
next topic.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah. We're
like,
gonna go to the next topic.
Yeah, so I didn't understand. So what was the point you were trying to make, Derp?
Yeah, I was like, well, he's just
Like-
talking about how
I was just
humanity
saying
is
it's
like
just,
wild, bro.
the incident.
Yeah. He's just
The
talking about in
incident
the
of-
sense of like how humanity's kind of like in this
In a
like
mo-
very
sense of-
volatile situation. It's just
Right.
volatile all over the place, bro. Yeah.
Well,
So
I
he's
just think it's
he's
like-
just agreeing with the situation.
I just think people are like they always have an opinion over everything that happens.
True.
You know, like just like
It just
to
comes to
kinda go
common
off that
sense to
story.
me.
well
Mhm.
well like when I've been attacked by a few dogs, right?
Right.
And it's great when you have training and whatnot, but like it's fight or flight kind of thing.
Yeah, you don't want to have to get
And-
stitches,
and then-
bro,
and
because
then
someone's just being a
everybody-
cunt.
Yeah, and if there's footage, everybody has their opinion because they're sitting down in the confinements of their home. They're very calm. They're like, "Oh, I would have done this," and it's like the whole Mike Tyson thing quote where he said, "Everybody has a plan until they get hit."
Yeah,
You know, and in jiu-jitsu, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this guy down like this, and then if he gets on top of me in side control, then I could do."
and then you
this.
get in the
If
moment,
he's
you
gonna
don't
get
get
me
any of
on-
that
yeah.
shit.
And then you're like, "Yeah," and then you get taken
Yeah.
down, and you're like, "Man, I haven't."
That's
even
like
had time to
Derpy. That's like
process."
those moments. Like you ever see those videos where like
Yeah.
someone goes to like, let's say you have a dog and it's pretty well behaved and trained, and you go to a
Yeah.
dog park or you go to like an event, like one of those fucking, and some like
Yeah.
dumbass has their dog, but they're not in charge of it, and the dog runs and starts like attacking your dog. And they're coming up and they're like, oh no, I'm sorry. He doesn't act like this. But your dog's on a leash. Like, what do you do to protect your dog, Derps? What would you
Yeah.
do? You know what I'm talking about. You've seen that shit before, right?
Yeah.
Like, what would you do? Like, if you were at a dog park, you had your dog, it's on a leash, you're taking care of him. He's not nice, he's not being bad or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, this random ass person is like, oh my God, like, my dog, I'm sorry, it's attacking and biting your dog. And your dog's like, not even fighting it, and it's getting attacked by this. What do you do? Do you, like, push the dog? Do you tell the person, like, hey, get your fucking dog, you stupid asshole? Like,
Well, my dog is my dog is too soft. Let's just say he's too
well,
too
that's even
friendly.
more of a purpose. You would probably feel.
Unless there's food
confident.
involved. He's too
I have
friendly.
I have a quick story.
Well, I was
about
going to say,
dogs.
like, since your
Yeah.
dog is soft, you would probably have confidence to be able to take it amongst people because of how nice it is. But then
Right.
you go to the event and some other person that doesn't have a fucking cool dog. It's just they think it's
Yeah,
cool and they're
usually-
acting privileged, and they
Or
just let
they
their dog
have to
be an
at least have
asshole
the strength. They have to have the strength
to
contain
control
the
that
dog.
motherfucker, right?
Because
Welcome
yeah,
back
let
to
me
the dog hour.
yeah let me tell you
Really
guys
off
this story.
topic.
I got a story. Okay,
you grab
Yeah,
the
you're the
lady's
one that
baby
brought it
and you
up,
hit the
fool.
dog with the baby.
I
you brought
did,
this
I
up. You can't just be like, this is off topic. You brought
You
this
hit,
up.
you hit the fucking baby with the dog, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
You
get
were
off my
going
dog.
off
so-
topic before the dog.
Hold on. Quick story.
Yeah, yeah, go,
So
go.
I was at my mom's house. Like this was 4 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 years ago, and they had like a little Shih Tzu. Right, my parents had a Shih Tzu,
Yeah.
and super nice dog. Didn't even lick you. He just like wanted like to hug you all the time. Right.
Aw.
We're talking to the neighbors outside. Whatever. So
Oh god.
the dog comes out not on a leash, like our dog, right? The Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
And there's this lady walking her
dog.
American bulldog.
Oh god.
Fucking
Huge,
shit, dude. I already
huge
know this is
dog,
gonna go bad.
I knew this was gonna go
massive
bad.
dog.
Yeah,
No,
I already know this is gonna go bad.
and the Shih Tzu just starts barking at him. That's it. Like he didn't go all the way across the
Mark-
street
Mark-
to
Like
like
a
excitement,
little
I guess.
yeah
like
bark,
a little
and
small
then
rough.
this dog,
That
this
bulldog
American bulldog,
charged-
just launched. The lady fell,
charged the-
and
yeah.
he grabbed onto
Start
to the dog and started
maul
shredding
dogging.
him. And
Yeah.
my instinct, I went and I jumped on top of their dog. Like, in hindsight, terrible move. I could have gotten,
Yeah, you could have gotten
Really
fucked
messed
up,
up.
dude.
Terrible move,
yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, this thing, it had like, it was on roids, man. I was punching it. I was doing everything I could think of, like, like slapping his eyes,
You could
whatever.
cut and
Yeah,
stuff.
trying to save the dog.
Yeah. A lot of people told me I should have either squished its balls or just stabbed it, but I'm like, I don't have a knife on me, and I didn't have a
I'm
gun
not
on me,
touching balls.
because I would have done what I could to save my dog.
Right.
Finally, got the dog off, and dude, its guts were hanging out, still alive, and the piece of garbage owners came back later that night, wanting to know if by the way, we already put it down at this point, and wanted to know if our dog had their shots, because they didn't want any infections or diseases to cross over to their dog.
When their dog
I'm
was
like,
the one beating
yeah,
the
yeah,
shit out of
and-
yours.
And like my dad
Did
was
you
like
sue
was
him or
almost like,
anything?
we couldn't, because it was something about being in a private residence that like the cops couldn't get involved or something. And the guy was a cop,
Wow.
Oh, wow.
the owner of the dog.
Wow.
Yeah. But the lady couldn't control him. Like it was definitely like 130-pound dog for sure.
Were you
But
able
yeah.
to was your dog like, did it survive?
No.
No,
Like we
they had to put it
took it to
down.
like the emergency, like dog or animal.
Yeah, the
hospital.
veterinarian. Yeah.
And then they were like, well, the surgery's going to be a 50-50 shot, so we don't know if he'll survive. And even if he does, like, not only is it going to cost like 10 or 14 grand, like it's going to be on medication, and it's going to be suffer for the rest of his life.
Jesus Christ!
And-
You have to euthanize the dog.
Yeah. And so then
Motherfucker, bro.
like technically it was my sister's dog, and she's the one that like decided to put him down.
Yeah,
just
you gotta
chill with him.
euthanize him. Poor little dude,
Yeah.
man.
And then when
And
we
that
got
other
back,
person was the one
yeah.
that was like, "Oh my god, my dog!" Blah, blah, blah. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
huge dog, man.
Right.
So that's why I'm like,
Bulldog-
it's not that I like not sympathetic to animals, but if an animal attacks a human or attacks in general, I don't care if you're a dog lover. Like, I'm gonna do what I need to do so that I can live and anybody around me can live, and like
Really?
it's so different. Yeah. And yeah,
You know
dogs
what-
don't react to pain like people do. It's true.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what that
because
It
they
bulldog
don't
didn't.
have a.
was?
It
they don't
didn't
have a
move, dude.
name
It felt
for
like I was
pain.
punching a rock. Like
You know what that bulldog
like it
was?
didn't twitch at all. What?
What was it?
You know what that bulldog looked like?
What was it?
It looked like that pig from Family Guy that Stewie trained.
Oh
Fucking
yeah.
steroid one.
Yeah.
Oh
Oink.
man,
But-
I'm sorry to hear
but
about
the-
your dog,
the-
your sister's
the
dog.
silver-
That sucks, bro.
Silver lining, they did get a golden retriever, because my mom was like, "I'm never
Oh,
gonna."
Hey.
I love
Because
golden
she was
retrievers.
like, she was like this pain,
They're
like this
so
after the
good.
dog died. She was like, I feel like I'm never gonna get a freaking dog, because I didn't know I was so attached. Because my mom was
Aw.
crying, and then like
Yeah.
the next 2 days later, she's like, "There's something empty in my life.
I need a
We
dog.
need to get a dog." and
I
my mom
was-
always hated dogs, but she loved that
Right.
thing. And then they have a golden retriever, and he's a beaut. And
Oh, I was
she
gonna say,
said like
golden
I'm
retrievers are
not
so good.
she
I
said
love
like
golden
I'm not gonna attach myself to a small dog that could get mauled by
Hurt.
any big dog. Like
Yeah, he's gonna get hurt and stuff.
I'm at least
Yeah.
gonna fall in love with a big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, boys, all right, let's get on to the next conversation. I don't have a lot of knowledge on this because I didn't watch it because it really didn't interest me too much. But I know Derpy got to watch it, and I'm not sure if Relic, if you got to see it yourself. But He-Man, He-Man came
yeah,
out He-Man came out like a week and a half ago. I am really far behind. I've just been so busy doing a bunch of crazy stuff, but it's interesting because I really didn't. I mean, I heard some bad stuff, but I didn't hear like bad stuff.
Right.
So like, okay, so what I would like to see is Derpy, because I know Derpy, you're not as critical as Relic, and I know
Right.
Relic's going to give us a pretty solid deep dive, and then we can.
It was
discuss from there.
terrible.
Yeah.
You shouldn't go see this.
But Derpy, I would like to hear your take on it, and I know it can't be as bad as the '90s Dolph Lundgren He-Man. movie.
No.
Yeah,
Not even
so
close.
it's already a step up from the videos and the pictures, the character designs, they all look great. I know that I was really worried because I saw a couple of like jabs at like the conversation of like political stuff or like
Yeah.
agenda stuff, and I figured because it's Hollywood. But I saw the scene with like Skeletor that everybody was talking about how Jared Leto
Yep.
did very well. I didn't like the voice. I really wanted the squeaky asshole voice.
And
Yeah.
can I say something real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Christopher in the chat. Sorry that you
Yeah,
lost your dog, brother. But
Yeah,
I'm glad
Sorry.
that you got to spend 16 years.
16 years is a
them. That's
beautiful
awesome.
life. And I bet you gave him a good
Oh.
life, dude. So that 16 years was well worth it, brother. Good job, man. Good job.
I bet you he's peeing in dog heaven on all the fire hydrants.
16 years with your dog, that's got to be awesome, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? That's got to be awesome. So Derpy, let us have it, bro. Give us the fucking breakdown on He-Man, Master of the Universe movie. I
First
bet.
and foremost, I would like to pay respects to anyone that went and seen Scary Movie over He-Man.
That's funny. It's funny. I had a lot of people that were more interested in Scary Movie.
I haven't watched
Because that
Scary
movie was
yet.
terrible, and I didn't even
I
see
heard-
it.
I
just
heard
thought
it was bad.
terrible.
Yeah, I had a friend of
So-
mine that was like, I really wanted to see it, and I did, and it was not good. And
So
I was like,
I just
yeah.
wanted to pay respects to
And
those that
Rick
wasted
P is
their money on
speaking
that.
facts in the chat. Shout out to Rick P.
Yeah,
Speaking
a dog
facts
is the
right there.
closest thing to unconditional love you can find on this planet.
Yes.
100%. 100%. Yeah, a cat demands it. A dog will give you like its unconditional love, and a cat's gonna be like, "Nah, man, I'm
Cat's
the
got
owner."
conditions. Yeah.
Yeah, my love has got
Perfect way I can
conditions.
describe a dog person and a cat person is a cat person likes the easy life,
Yeah,
and
Cats
the
are
dog
way
person is the
different.
hard-working life.
dog like I feel like the dog is the easier life.
Eh,
Because cats, one moment will be like, "Oh, pet me," and then you pet them, and they're like, "Nah, fuck you, bro. Like, don't touch me."
but
Did
you
I
don't have to
give
take
you
them
permission?
outside,
I
though.
said, "Pet me once, not twice." You're
You
like,
don't
"Well,
have
I
to
don't
take
even
'em
speak
outside,
cat,
though.
asshole."
In the winter.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like cats. I'm a cat guy too. Like I have a cat.
But
And
back
she's
on to
good.
He-Man. Back on to He-Man.
Yeah. Let's back on him, man. Because we
I-
can talk
I
animals
hate
for fucking
cats.
days, bro. Yeah. I know cats hate us too, bro. I was like, yeah, you hate cats. Yeah, cats hate us too. Yeah, it's 100%.
Thundercats, no.
Yeah. But Derpy, your turn, bro. You got to tell us, how did He-Man go for you? What was the good? What was the
Freak, the
bad?
stream just had a mini stroke. My bad.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry, the stream.
I
had
had
a
a
mini
I
stroke
had a
for me. I was
blast,
like, what the
dude.
freak happened?
I don't know how about how Relic
No, go ahead, go ahead.
experienced. I don't know Relic's experience in the theater, but my theater, everyone was having a blast. Like it was like a bunch of, but about your age, even older than your age,
Nice.
dudes just going and with their kids and stuff and just enjoying the heck out of this movie. It was a heck of a time. I knew of the show, like the old one. I grew up on the early 2000s one of He-Man. But I just knew of the memes of the old one. And this movie was a good time. They casted everyone, I would say, perfectly. There were some moments with the there was a little bit of the boss girl moments. Relic can slightly agree with that. There was a little bit, not much, but a little bit. Um,
Mhm.
every cast member was exactly the character that come to life from the cartoon, and
Okay.
here and there some
Yeah,
dialogue,
cool.
but by the end of the film, if you are a He-Man like diehard fan, you will be very pleased with what is played
Cool.
by at the end of the movie.
That last
Badass.
statement I disagree with.
Oh, really?
You didn't like the theme at the end?
That what like just the.
No, he's
what,
talking
the
about like
music?
them actually making the music like
Music,
really nice.
dude,
and
the
shit.
music, just the music.
Yeah, just the music. He
I
liked
guess the music is
soundtrack.
fine. I thought you meant like you'll be happy with this movie. I think He-Man
I meant
lovers are
the
gonna
setup
hate
of
this
the
movie.
music and everything going into
Gotcha.
referencing the cartoon.
Just
that
a moment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bill,
yeah,
like
that's
a-
what I
Let
meant.
me ask you both this because I know Relic's gonna tear this motherfucking
he's
movie
gonna
up right
tear it
now.
apart
Yeah,
because
I
he's
already know, I
miserable
know.
and he's a
I'm
Floridian.
good. I'm just gonna grin, sip my water, and be cool and chill out. And mind you guys, I didn't even have enough faith
Nothing
to
makes
go
him
fucking.
happy.
I was like, I didn't have enough faith to go even fucking watch this movie. You guys have way more courage than I do, bro.
Oh, my sister took me for my birthday.
Still, I wouldn't waste. I would have just got an In-N-Out burger instead. Fuck that movie, bro.
There is no
But,
In-N-Out burger here, dude.
Dude, I had In-N-Out and it was really good. I had In-N-out. I went to.
I
Houston,
love
it was the
In-N-Out,
Scariest expression,
but
bro. Scariest
East Coast
fucking.
I
moment
use
of
my
life. Houston's
subscription
crazy as
credit.
shit, dude.
It was
But,
basically free.
Let me ask you both, and I want you to be like, if you can remember this, was it as bad or worse than Kevin Smith's He-Man bullshit?
Kevin
mean the-
Smith's He-Man.
The
You mean the-
He-Man
the sh-
Revolution and
Yeah, yeah.
He-Man bullshit
Oh,
on
that
Netflix.
one.
That was
That one-
fucking bad. Did you watch that
Yeah.
one or no, Derby?
No,
the
I
animated-
just
it's
knew
an
it was
animated
terrible.
show.
You'll hate it. You'll hate it. But
Yeah, it's
That-
oh, man, dude.
that took itself more seriously in universe. That
Yeah.
like I could give it that, even though it sucked, it took itself way
animated
more
ones or the
seriously.
movies?
The animated.
God, they were fucking trash, bro.
Yeah,
That
it's
Revolution
trash.
one was
I
terrible.
was I fucking it was so bad that the first season was all like shit on He-Man, make the fucking chick the
First
badass.
5 minutes of the show was just killing.
Yeah,
me.
then,
they
like-
kind of did that in this movie, just a little
It
bit.
got
Not as
so
heavy-handed.
much
they
shit
did
for
a
it.
little bit, but not like as.
But
heavy as the first
it got
one.
so much shit for it that Kevin Smith came in and tried to do the second film, which was better, but it was way too fucking late. He shit the bed bad, dude.
Well, Kevin Smith supports the Snyderverse. So.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot, bro.
Like Relic, and I'm joking.
And he was down here like a couple months ago, and I was kind of excited to go visit him, but I was like, nah, fuck this turd, dude.
Nah,
Like,
dude, he's just gonna
I
cry all
gotta-
day.
He hasn't been Kevin Smith for like the Kevin Smith.
Ever
for a
since he
minute.
lost weight, he hasn't been the
Right,
Kevin Smith.
exactly.
he lost his coolness with his weight.
He lost his
Fuck, dude.
testosterone. He
Fuck,
lost
bro.
all sorts of manlyhood.
That goes
Left
with my
the
He lost
area
his
to-
weight.
I have a good friend of mine whose name is Raymond Ortha. He's a comedian, really, really good comedian, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, if you're fat, you're funny. Like if you're fat, like you're 100% like you're a funny
You
guy. Like,
better
do
be
comedy.
because you got nothing else.
You got nothing else,
Right.
bro. You got nothing else. Kevin Smith lost all his shit with his weight, dude. That's hard.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so Kevin Smith still holds the title of being the shittiest He-Man writer. Good.
Right.
Compared to this, like, okay. I mean, well, for Derpy, you
okay,
say yes.
okay. There's a debate there. I won't say yes.
I
100%.
enjoyed this thing more than whatever the fuck that was.
Okay.
with
Well,
Kevin
well, I
Smith.
mean, that's good. I mean, if you enjoyed it, there's nothing wrong with that. Because I mean, that's the whole point of going to movies. You're gonna go watch it. I like.
But the Relic doesn't enjoy anything. He's miserable.
Well, I mean, that's true. But
I
it's like,
enjoy
like
good
Whataburger.
writing. I
Yeah,
enjoy
he
Lord of the
I
Rings.
Like Whataburger. He
I
likes In-N-Out.
enjoy. Yeah, I enjoy New Hope. I enjoy Return of
Look,
the
watch,
Jedi.
Derpy. Let me put it this
Empire
way:
Strikes Back.
Relic may have his opinion, but so did Emo, and the world fucked him up, dude. The Knicks people fucking tore his
Yeah,
ass up.
Elmo. Did
Elmo, right? Elmo, not Emo. Did you see that shit with
you
Elmo?
see that shit?
I don't know what you're
So
talking
the guy,
about.
Show the
they
tweet,
explained it to
show
me
the
because I had a
tweet.
question about this because of the Knicks versus Knicks versus San Antonio Spurs, right? So
Show
Elmo,
the tweet.
the character, mind you, the brand or whatever, went out on X and put, I hope both teams do good in the Spurs
Have
versus
fun.
Knicks. Sesame Street itself is a street based in New York City. So like all the Nick fans were like, I literally the reason why I brought it up
Bashing
was
him.
because I saw an X video with a dude with a Elmo's head on a pike, and
Oh,
under
I
it was
saw
just-
that. Yeah.
the fucking sign said traitor, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why Elmo? What does that mean? And they were like, yeah, dude, the moment that he put that shit up, people in New York were like, yo, pick a lane, motherfucker. Who you for? Like, you're New York, bitch. Like, it's not about both teams. Fuck that other team. You're New York rep, bro. O squad or whatever.
Relic, someone said this isn't the time for sportsmanship, Elbow.
Yeah,
Elmo. These streets ain't
Yeah.
sesame.
Yeah, the other one that I liked was, yo, these streets aren't sesame, bro. These streets aren't sesame. I was like, fuck, dude. So yeah,
Elmo,
it's
you're
kinda
from
like
the city.
that.
Pick a
So
side, man.
just because Relic may not have the same point of view as all of us or in the audience within Derpy, it doesn't mean it has to be hated. It's just an opinion. You know, we all think Hollywood fails, and it's fine. So we just got to see. I know Relic's gonna tear into this shit though, because 100%.
Yeah,
I
let's
didn't
get
even
to
have
it.
faith, and I'm not even like.
This
I mean,
thing
Derp,
was
I've-
dash, the
Derp,
terrible.
I've put my opinion
Why is
out
there
there.
any
Like, even
originality?
Derp, right? Or even Relic. Like, I'm not gonna at all go see Supergirl. I'll probably pirate that shit first. I know you're gonna watch it, which is cool. You're a DC fan. I expect you to go watch it.
Yeah.
I don't think Relic's gonna watch it because nothing in the film interests him.
Like, I'm a huge DC fan, but I hate James Gunn. But I'd still like. I'm okay eating crow if he makes a good movie. Like, I was
Yeah, yeah.
actually gonna go watch it with Derp. Derp's
Yeah, I
in
heard.
town.
That's why I was super
And-
excited for you
but-
guys.
But because like
because he's a
we-
father.
Because of
Yeah, because I'm a dad. You know, my daughter's birthday was today, and
but
then
I
we're
think Derp
setting
said
up for her.
Clayface now,
Yeah.
right? No,
Clayface,
no,
I
Derp
could
said-
definitely make it. Yeah,
Dude, that'd
Clayface,
be
I
so
could
yeah,
make
cool,
it.
bro.
Clayface for sure.
I want to see from you
Well,
guys.
if
like,
you
out of
purchase
theater.
a ticket, yeah, if you purchase a ticket over here in Tampa, I'll go to that movie theater. I just can't drive an hour and a half away.
we were
at this
thinking of
point.
going to Lake. Can you make it to Lakeland?
Yeah, like I have a sister that lives in Lakeland, so sure.
Okay. then
Look, what I need from you
That should
guys
work
if this
out.
shit goes
we
down.
were thinking about going down there.
I need
before.
like a out of theater, out of pocket
Yeah.
fucking review. Like, I don't want you all doing no fucking John Campea dumbass shit, crying that Thor: Love and Thunder made you tear up or nothing.
Like, oh, this
some
is a
straight up
triumph.
crash out, bro. I need like a straight up crash out. Like, fuck this, fuck those guys, fuck it. I need like a hard, like enough to the theater is gonna be like, if you don't leave, we're gonna call the cops on you, fucking assholes. Get out of here. No, I'm
I
just
think we
kidding.
both got to be hammered that night to do that.
Oh, I
Say
don't
less,
drink,
bro.
so
Drunk.
I'll
I was
drive
like,
you.
say less.
I'll drive you around. But I don't drink, dude.
That's so
But-
fucking great, bro.
Look, okay. Look,
Oh, there he is. There's
He-
the
with
Snyder
He-Man.
defender.
who?
No, well, John
Uh,
actually no, bro. John, I've known John my whole life. He's one of my closest friends. He has like one of the coolest, like the Batman symbol with the Superman tattoo. Like he has it on his arm. Like this dude is like, he
Yeah, I
loves
heard
this stuff.
DC.
Look,
and it
Snyder.
always
The
surprises
Snyderverse
me.
sucks, but also the Gunverse also sucks.
It
They
it
both
always
suck.
surprises
Started.
it always surprises me when my friend John is like, nah, I'm not gonna go watch that because I know he loves DC. So like it always surprises me. Like that one, like it always surprises me, and I'm like, dang, dude, like that's crazy. But he puts, we're not watching Supergirl. James Gunn needs to stay with Peacemaker. Okay.
Yeah, and
Hey,
he
you know
needs to
what?
get his head out of his butthole because that
My
season
best friend
2
got
was
to meet John
abysmal.
Cena last weekend. Oof.
Yeah.
My best friend got to meet him. So yeah.
Nice.
So Masters of the Universe. So Derpy
Yeah.
concepts. I just want to get this out of there before we start with Relic. Your rating for He-Man. I'm still gonna watch it. Even if I don't like it, I'm still gonna watch it because I like art. So
7.5 or an 8.
okay. 7.5. This is like a casual watch. Like
Yeah.
you can, you're going on a date, you want to waste some time, like it's cool to go see or whatever. Now Relic, father, straight up making sure your kids aren't watching things that you don't agree with.
This movie's trash.
He-Man. Let's get it.
Oh,
He-Man, my man.
this movie is not made for kids.
No. it
Okay.
isn't.
No, it is not made for kids. Look, I give it like a 4 out of 10,
Okay.
and
That's fine.
that's high. I enjoyed a lot of the stuff. Like, dude, the CGI was really good. Like
Yeah.
the trailers didn't do it justice.
Oh
The
shit.
funny thing is, like every trailer that came out, I was less and less interested in the movie. But
Yeah,
when I actually went to go watch it,
movies,
yeah, when I went to go watch, I was like pleasantly surprised, right? And
Bill.
like Skeletor, what's crazy is like I hate Jared Leto. He was the best thing about the
Yeah.
film.
Yeah, I
that
agree.
scene. I saw that scene at the end where he was kind of like overly like laughing at some shit, and everyone was like, And I thought that was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's pretty funny. All right, that was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Well, like here's the thing: there was so many, there's so
She-Ra.
many good jokes, but so much garbage jokes in between that it's not.
There are some
like
innuendo
I
jokes,
wanted to, I wanted to be like goofy, like the cartoon,
cartoon.
but
Yeah.
they took it way over the limit.
They put some modern stuff, in it.
Yeah. But like
Right.
let me finish my little review on this film.
My bad. I was
Fir-
just saying.
fir-
Go
no,
ahead.
no, you good, you good. So first, like one of the things I liked, okay, I don't like how it was set up, but I kind of understood why they did it the way they did it. He's trying to, like, at the end with his last fight against Skeletor, right? He-Man is trying to be like, hey, I don't care what you do, but we don't have to end this in a fight. Like, we don't have to kill each other.
Like you kill each other.
You,
Yeah, that's
you could choose the higher road. We don't have to do this,
Yeah.
which is
That's
like
fair.
like all right, like that's not a bad thing. It's not speaking to his character, because I think like he's still willing to fight him if it comes down to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so he's doing like the knightly thing, like what a Templar knight would do, or what a knight of the
Would
of
you
a kingdom
consider
would
it
do, right?
very similar to the Mario, like Mario Galaxy, like the way they are with Bowser?
Eric.
Because like you know how like Mario really just doesn't like Bowser, but Luigi's like, come on, man, like he's cool. Like we don't gotta kill him. Later's Rick. Thank you, man, for hanging with us.
Appreciate you, Rick.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, so there's that kind of moment where like
See
they
ya,
kept
Rick.
Bowser around, and then in Galaxy they used him a little bit different. He kind of walks this line of being evil and good at the same time, and he wants to be good, but he's bad. And like, is it kind of like in that nature?
No,
'Cause-
no, because it's I'm like speaking more to He-Man, like, and this is why I like this scene. It's because Skeletor started laughing at him, and he had a great line. He was like, "You can't appeal to my better nature. I am a villain," and then he tries to kill He-Man, and it's
Okay,
like,
okay.
yeah, like that's
It's poetic. Yeah, it's like the poetic
yeah,
80s.
it's also nice because it's like, oh, he's not a misunderstood villain.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
he's
like-
laying it out there.
He's just a villain. He wants to conquer. He wants to kill. He doesn't care about you. He just wants to be all powerful. That's
True,
his MO.
true.
and
I
that's
got it. I like that. I like that.
You know, I enjoyed that. But like the thing is, there's some moments that were definitely not given to He-Man, but given to what's her name? Tila?
Oh, Tila,
Yeah,
the
right.
partner, the girl.
Yeah, and like like in the beginning it made sense. You know, like Adam, she's saving Adam, right? If you in the old cartoon, Adam and He-Man, Adam is the freaking wuss, and then He-Man is the confident like warrior, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the big problems is that they just made He-Man and Adam the same character. It's just Adam
Yeah.
with muscles. He's still kind of like a wuss.
So there's no like dynamic change in his confidence or anything.
There's slightly, but then they underhand it completely. Like when he first turns to He-Man, you're like, oh shoot, he has the confidence, and he's starting to figure out his powers. That's really cool stuff. But then after, like, everything is just like, he's just Adam.
It just
The
kind
way
of
he
melts
talks.
together. There's no like
Yeah, yeah,
separation.
yeah. The way he's talking,
Aw.
the way, like, it's great. He like has skills, and he's fighting with his sword, and like he's able to perform combat, but his personality is still the same as Adam, like almost the exact same, right?
Okay.
There's a lot of cool things about the film, the robots. Like, I don't like that Idris Elba's the Man at Arms, but it was a nice twist. It was a different kind of take on the character. But the thing is that they didn't go into any depth of like character arcs. It was just like moments that happen. You know, it's like you see Man at Arms, this great warrior, and then in the present, when Adam is older, he's kind of like a drunk deadbeat, and because he feel like he failed his kingdom, and he failed everybody around him. But then he's kind of like just human garbage. He didn't raise his daughter right, none of that stuff. So there was like that element of like, dude, you still had a kid, and she has to take care of you, like ever since she was 11. That's crazy. Like,
But it was always kind of like that.
I
in the
don't see
cartoon,
somebody.
wasn't it, too? Kind of.
Well, I can't remember. I don't remember. If
Well,
it was
it's
like
because
that.
in the cartoon it's always like that. He's always like this good father figure, and she wants to emulate to be like him when she grows up.
Yeah, no, but like now it's so okay. Yeah, that's in the cartoon, but now it's like she doesn't emulate him at all. She's like, the man you were was great, but you're garbage. You suck.
Oh,
You know?
really?
And rightfully so. The way he's acting, he's like anytime he could get a drink, he throws up next to his face, and he'll lay down next to the throw up. So he's like,
Man at Arms?
yeah. It's
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
what the
they
fuck
tried
did
to
they
give
do
him
this guy.
They
Poor
try to
crap.
give him like this arc, but then there was no arc. It was just moments, and it felt like, and then this happens. It felt like an and then story. It's like, now this is gonna happen. Now this is. It didn't flow well, right? And then the big problem was they spoke in Castle Grayskull the same way humans speak. So they would cuss. They would say like similar jokes. They wouldn't use the
fuck,
language
dude.
of like Castle Grayskull, of like, except for one scene in the beginning where she says like, you're such a like, I don't know what the
So they
word
were just
was.
very loose
It
with
was
the
like
language, right? Oh,
yeah.
that kinda sucks.
They didn't differentiate the worlds.
That kind of sucks.
And then
I'm not gonna lie,
and
like that
then-
takes
yeah.
takes you out of the moment, man.
Yeah, because then it's like, oh yeah, it's not that I'm a prude. It's like, yeah, they can have cussing in the real world, and then like that's how they speak and whatnot. But then when you
It's-
go to Castle Grayskull, it's kind of, like I pointed out like the I am Groot stuff. You know, in Guardians of
Yeah.
the Galaxy 2, you know, Groot says I am Groot, and everybody's like, hey, language. We don't have to know exactly what it was, but we understand.
We
what it
get the
means.
idea. We get the gist.
We get
right?
the idea.
It's
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
because
like-
it kind of like takes you out of like the whole vibe of needing to understand that it's like a fantasy, right? Or a world like that sci-fi
Yeah.
made up. There's a part in The Hobbit, it always pisses me the fuck off. It literally almost made me hate the whole movie, which is the scene right before Gandalf and Oakenshield and all the guys are about to go into the forbidden forest, right? Or the wicked forest.
Yeah, the
And-
Mirkwood.
Yeah, Mirkwood. And then all of a sudden, Bilbo looks at Gandalf and goes, well, why don't we just go around? And Gandalf then looks and says, well, it'd be like several miles in that direction. And that fucking irked me so bad because this is not the United States. Even in the other, where in New Zealand or wherever they film it, they use kilometers. Like, you don't say miles. That's a
but
Gregorian
they
form
they-
of measurement. No, that's an English term of measurement. That would not be in an other world that doesn't deal with measuring things that way. It would be like, it would be a sunset or
Yeah.
two drops of the sun. It would be something different. They wouldn't say miles, bro. That's like if someone was like, if he goes, well, how long would it take us? And he goes, maybe we'll get there about 3:30. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is this asshole talking about? They don't.
Yeah,
have
he
that
didn't
kind of
like say
measurement.
like it would take many moons or something like that.
That
Yeah,
fucked
I
me
gotcha.
up so bad, bro.
Yeah.
That fucked me up hard.
Yeah.
I was in the theater and I was like,
Man,
oh, and
I
then he's
never
like
thought of that.
miles that way, and I looked at the guy next to me and I was like, what the fuck did he just say? Like, I was so livid, dude. And everyone around me was like, but Chris, it's all right. He just said miles. And I go, yeah, but he's not in America. Like, even in that part of the country, they don't say miles. Like, they don't say
No, and
miles.
so they do, but they don't. It's not a common use of measurement. Like legally, they don't use miles, but they say kilometers.
Yeah.
But they understand what miles are.
But that's
You know,
not
and-
even
and-
like
and
their
it's-
first.
No, it's not
Their
their
first-
first. Yeah.
That's not their first thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I
was
got
so
you.
mad.
I got you.
That
No,
fucked me up so
valid,
bad, bro.
valid. That kind of stuff is
Now
valid.
and
but,
now
yeah.
watch you and Derpy. Every time you ever go back and see like The Hobbit on TNT and it sees that scene and you hear that, you're gonna be like,
I'm just gonna remember you,
fucking
dude.
crispy, dude. Fucking crispy, bro. Like,
I thought you were gonna
Crispy,
say
that dick.
what Derpy? What Derpy?
I thought you were gonna say the scene from Battle of the Five Armies when he's like going across the stone wall and like
No,
like
Oh, throw
Like,
me
he's
or
like-
whatever. No, that shit's
yeah, and he's all
good.
like stone. I thought you were with,
No,
like, the
no,
sickness
it
and
was
he's going around that
100%
stone wall. I was like,
Gandalf using Miles in this. Yo, I heard Disclosure
Exactly.
Day was not that good too. But we didn't
Yeah,
watch
I
that.
heard
I'm not
that
gonna spend
too.
money on that. But I'm sorry.
no, but no.
So you were
I'll
talking about
finish
Man
off
at Arms
my-
and how they like
yeah, yeah.
dissected the character, or at least tried to like
No, because
new
it's like
age the story.
they
of the
could have
character,
gave us setup, but it's
could be brief though.
like personally, what bothers me is the collection of Hollywood always hating on like anybody who's a father, right?
the
That's-
It's like
masculinity, right?
yeah.
You know-
It's
you
not.
know
It's
what,
not
that's
about
fair.
like
that is a fair point.
yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, and it's not about like, oh, that you can't have that kind of arc. You can, but that doesn't like.
There has to be a
This is a
payoff.
guy that was the the guy that the king entrusted to train his son. He not only trains the kids, but he's like the best warrior.
Well, he's
the
He-Man,
best of the
he's
best.
He-Man's
So he-
Alfred.
Yeah, so he has this mindset. He has this training. He has this like hardened knowledge and way, right? So like, yeah, maybe he'll fall off the wagon once or have a dark time, but for like 10 plus years,
Hey,
he's getting drunk and not caring about his kids or the world and not trying to go after Adam. None of it. Like,
Yeah.
you
What's up,
didn't do any of
Derpy?
that?
What were you saying?
What's up?
I was gonna ask Relic something.
Oh, go
Yeah,
for it. Go
what's
for
up?
it.
What's going on?
The fucking He-Man meme. You know what though? Like going back to it, I feel like if they were to approach Man at Arms as a character, what they should have done was do the same thing that they did with the Artemis character in Wonder Woman, the female that was training Diana. Right? It's supposed to be like the number one soldier that is under the mom or whatever, because the mom is 100% busy. She cannot,
should
teach
talk
this
about
child to fight. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
bring in like the toughest soldier. I feel like that's the way they should have handled Man at Arms, and it kind of
Well,
sounds
well,
disappointing that they went that way.
The problem was that that they didn't handle him at all. They just gave him this arc and be like, yeah, this guy like totally. Oh yeah, it totally makes sense for him to be a crappy father for 11 years because of one screw up or one moment that he couldn't predict or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like that's not how it would work. He'd have to go through so much more. And like there has to be a lot of things happening along this journey. But that like none of it was explained to solidify the reason why he is that way. Like it's all like, oh yeah, that one moment, that was it. That like done. He becomes a loser and that's it. It's like it's not like, oh yeah, like by year 2 he was trying this and then he lost an arm or like he got his best friend killed and like he just couldn't go anymore. In the past year or so, he's not himself.
True.
It's like if you tell me a story, like give me an arc that like for 10 years he was doing his best but just getting hammered and destroyed and like ruined, and that he's
Yeah,
like,
like
all right, I'm just gonna
self-sabotaging
drink.
himself.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then like
self-sabotaging.
and then like his daughter's trying to like always help him out, like trying to get him out of that funk.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like no, she just like, oh, he hasn't
He's
been
trash.
that
Yeah,
on
he's
since.
trash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
there was
then,
no
like-
good. There was
and
no
then
good
they-
write off, right?
Yeah, and then they like do some very like heavy-handed sexual jokes.
Yeah.
Like it, like the names of the characters were for kids, right? Like Fisto, what's the
Ex-
Stretch Neck or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah,
That stuff, like it was for to sell toys. It was for kids only.
yeah.
But you could take the universe seriously and add jokes in that would make sense in the movie.
Like in the current state of it.
But they
yeah.
were like he was like, oh, what did you call me? He's like, I called you Fisto, and then everybody starts laughing, and he's like, cause you fist people, and it's like, oh, he's actually doing sexual jokes, and then he keeps
Yeah, it's
going.
tacky.
And like
Yeah.
everybody's laughing, he's looking like the Fisto's looking around. It's like this isn't playing well. So now we've established that the world is pretty much the exact same. People think the same kind of sexual innuendos and jokes. Like we're not getting a deeper innocence.
It isn't like a fantasy.
Or
set.
yeah, or like something that's like, and it's not to say like, oh, they can't. There can never be that kind of stuff, but it's like maybe they would have more respect than our world would when it comes to sex.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be like a kingdom, and there's supposed to be like this hierarchy of knights
So,
and all
so
this
like,
stuff.
yeah,
Couldn't really
because
carry
back in the day,
themselves.
regardless if there was rape and all that stuff, people condemned like marriage, like having sex outside of marriage, like like there was laws passed.
There's
like,
hierarchy,
for
yeah.
that
There's
stuff,
hierarchy
and
to it.
and
Yeah,
it was
protocol.
all that stuff. So.
Mechanex scene was
So
kind of funny.
it was a big respect, like you couldn't comment on the king's wife, or you could get beheaded.
Yeah.
You couldn't make those kind of jokes unless it was with your friends in a closed environment, stuff like that. But everybody's just like, it's just disappointing because they had so much potential.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's all there. The
it's a
source
long
materials
movie,
there. Yeah. By the
source
way,
materials there, and
Bill puts in the comments. But by the way, didn't the villains have a panther of their own that was like Battle Cat, kind of? I think they did, and it was Skeletor.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and he was like purple. He's like he had like black with purple armor.
It
or
was
something.
awesome. Yeah,
it was pretty dope. And Christopher says Lord of the Rings was great. Hyper.
It was the
great.
best.
I love
Not
the Lord of the
great.
Rings.
It's the best. I
Yeah.
have the collector's edition.
Yeah,
I have it
I agree.
all on DVD, Blu-ray. Yeah.
It's just like
100%.
The Hobbit was kind of a little bit of a letdown, not too much. I love it too. There's some really, really
Yeah.
amazing, like just memorable scenes. But there was just some things I felt like they just messed up on, which is fine.
Yeah, like
I
I love The
listened
Hobbit, but I could
listened
have
to
made
the
it bad.
song that I listened to the song that Oakenshield sings like all the time. I
Misty
forgot what it's
Mountains?
called.
Misty
What is it? Mountains? Misty Mountains.
Mountains.
I listen
Dude,
to that shit like all the time, bro.
That's the song I sing to my kid for them to go to sleep.
That's the song I
And,
listen to
like, works
every
every
time.
time.
Like we're gonna do
Yeah.
something that's like fight related, and I'm by myself and I'm meditating
Yeah.
and I'm doing it. That's the song I listen to. Like that is the song.
Rover.
Yeah, good on you, bro. Good on you. Fuck yeah, I love that song. That gets me super ready to just go for violence, dude.
Yeah.
So
Freaking awesome.
in your opinion, what
Gollum,
would you rate
new
this
Gollum movie's
movie?
gonna suck, by the way. Huh?
I hope it doesn't, bro. But
It's
what's
going to.
your? I kind of feel like I kind of figured how this movie was gonna go. There was some stuff that surprised me that it wasn't as kind of like the agenda pushing and
Look,
stuff like that. That they kind of like they
It's
for what it's worth because they had a really good
underhanded,
layup for all of that jack shit. They had a
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good
and
layup
like-
to do a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, like the HR. I was like, that's definitely an HR person. All that stuff, like that. I get it, but
Yeah.
there wasn't. I won't say it had a full woke agenda. Like they try to make it like the whole. The reason why they did stuff that seems similar to woke crap is because they didn't separate He-Man and Adam.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
You
makes
know.
sense. But
Like when you watch the movie, you'll see it. It's like it's more intersectional than woke.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it literally like in a day or two, and you guys are gonna be the first people I message and be like if it sucks or not. But
My sister got me the sword. The sword is actually really cool.
oh, the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
Oh no fucking way, dude!
here.
That popcorn
It's like-
bucket looks.
It's right in front
awesome.
of me. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Run to get that shit. Run it. Derp, did you wait? You went to go see it at the theater, Derpy? Derpy. I don't know if Derpy's still here, guys. He might be.
Yes,
asleep.
I did
Oh,
see
you
it
here?
in theaters.
Derpy, did you get the sword for the popcorn bucket or no?
No.
Oh,
wish I did.
relic, bro. Holy moly, dude.
It's sick, and it's much bigger than you think.
Yeah, I did not think it was that big. That is gee, dude.
what
Look
she
at that,
said,
Derps. Look at the sword, man. That is huge. Wait, so is it a fountain drink? Wait, it's a drink cup, right?
Yeah. So like, you can detach the blade, and then there's a. Oh my bad. There's like
You're just like hitting everything.
Yeah, like. Unscrew this, and there's a straw.
Yo,
And so like this whole thing
no
is
way,
so
dude.
big.
That is so cool.
It's
I think
awesome.
that's the
It's
worst
awesome.
thing about me is that I never go to the theater opening nights to get shit, but they give such.
It wasn't
cool
opening night.
stuff.
Like they had it. Like I think I got the
The
third
last
to last
one.
one. Yeah.
And they're expensive too. They're a little pricey, aren't they?
It's $50, dude.
Oh, it's worth it. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's fun. $50, I'd buy that in a heartbeat. That is so cool. Congratulations, bro. Even if you didn't really
My sister got it.
even if you didn't really get to enjoy the movie as much as we would have hoped, the experience
It's
of getting
I
the
got more
popcorn bucket
disappointed.
and-
Yeah, like I loved. I watched it with my sister. She took me to for my birthday. It'll be very
That's
memorable.
awesome, bro.
It was great. I enjoyed my time, but it was like it made me angrier the more I thought about it because I know the potential it could have. Like here's
Could
the
have had.
thing, this entire movie. You know how Lord of the Rings has their epilogue right in the beginning?
Mhm.
You could condense this movie to that epilogue,
Oh
and
shit.
then the next movie they're gonna make, you don't have to watch this movie.
Oh,
Because
okay. I
there's
get you.
nothing there's nothing to the core of
Yeah.
like
Like
establishing
there's no meat and
this as a
potatoes of it.
character.
It's just as you
Yeah,
go.
there's no meat and potatoes. So like the next movie you watch, you don't have to watch this movie.
Okay. Well, I mean that's cool.
Yeah.
That'll work.
No,
I
that-
mean, because it's kind of
That
like.
sucks.
Well, I mean, it's surface level. It's like to me, it's just Thor Ragnarok. Like you don't have to watch any of the Thor movies before that. You watch Thor Ragnarok, but then you don't have to watch Thor Ragnarok to know what Thor is after. So it's kind of like in that same concept. For what it's worth, I hope they do better. At least they had Dolph in it. That's nice.
Yeah.
So-
By the way, what's I thought the Tony Monica had a funny comment. I have no real knowledge of any of this information being handed out, but I'm still here.
Yeah, we're talking about He-Man, bro.
That's a real
But
one.
Thank you for
Thank you.
helping us. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah.
So Relic on a scale 1 to 10, Derpy gave it a 7.5 in his opinion. What about you, bud?
4 out of 10.
Okay. Toy Story level?
It's Toy Story is like 0 out of 10.
Oh, you changed the Toy Story rating. That's hardcore. Did you say it was like
No,
a
no,
4
I never
earlier?
changed the story. No, I said He-Man was always a 4 out of 10 to me.
Oh, that was
Story,
one. Okay.
Toy Story 5 is a 0 out of 10. I can't,
Mm.
in good faith, ever recommend that to anybody. I can recommend to a He-Man, not fan, but like somebody who enjoyed the cartoon and all they remember was I have the power. I could be like, yeah, you'll have fun, you'll enjoy Skeletor, but I also can't, in good faith, recommend to a friend to go spend their
To
hard
spend money.
If somebody pays for your ticket, then go have fun. Go watch it.
Go watch it. You have a good time. Alrighty, brother.
If somebody
let's go
pays
on
for
to
the
the
ticket.
next part. Let's get into the next part for Derps because Derp is already dying on me, bro. This kid's
Yeah.
not surviving the night. Of course, we have some DC news that he's going to talk about. I'll
Yeah.
get to different conversations later, but let me move it up. Derpy, are you still with us or are you done? See, I'm telling you, man, this kid turns his camera off because he starts to sleep and snore, and then his shirt comes off, and
Yeah.
then you get to see some fucking only Derps fan material. Derpy, are you there?
Yeah.
Let's see if he answers. If he answers, that means we're good. If not, I'll let him go. I'll let him get his rest because he's a hardworking individual. Derpy, are
Derpy
you
derps.
there? Derp. All right, Derp's
I
cold.
just hope he doesn't have a DSP moment.
Yeah, where he just fucking shows up out of nowhere. My man.
No, Yeah, Camelot. It's good to
What's
see
up,
you,
what's
man.
up, boy? What's up, boy? All right, Derpy, are you there?
No,
Derpy. One more time.
he fell
Derpy.
asleep. He fell.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, or he's stroking it. He's like, nah, I gotta
Yeah,
focus.
or yeah, he just has it all on mute. He doesn't want us to hear.
That's what happened in DSP. Like he just didn't turn off his camera and then whacked off on stream.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
he's
real?
a piece of garbage. But yeah, that's
Oh,
real.
What the heck? All right,
On,
well, I'm gonna let
Twitch, I
Derpy
think.
rest. We're gonna let him rest. We'll catch up with him next time. Thanks, Derpy. I'm gonna let him sleep. All righty, we'll get back to
Yeah.
this. If
And by the
anything,
way,
he'll
thanks
come
for
back on.
everybody. Thanks for everybody who said Happy Father's Day in the chat.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Camelot's good to see you. Thank you for coming back on and hanging out with us. And yeah, Derpy, if he comes back, I'll bring him back in the chat, or I'll let him private message me that he's okay to go. He had some stuff he wanted to talk about. Of course, he's super excited.
Yeah, the
Supergirl is
DC,
coming
yeah.
out. Like I think Supergirl comes out this week.
Yeah,
If I'm
in a
not
few
mistaken.
days.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck super hard, but yeah. he's
Well, I
excited.
mean, let's pray that they learn their lesson for once or whatnot. You know,
dude,
it's
it's
one
James
of those things
Gunn.
like.
It's James
Well-
Gunn. When has he learned his lesson?
Well, the thing is like sooner or later, you know, they did get bought out, right? The company did get bought out, right? Their mother company or their daddy company got bought out. So there are protocols that he's going to probably eventually have to follow so that they can. Oh, let me remove the banner, right? So they can start making money and not failing as bad as it would be. Earlier, I told you my friend John is such a huge fan of DC that it's so crazy for me to see him not be excited for a DC thing, right? So what I want to do is
here's the thing, like the problem with the Supergirl movie before it even comes out is that the excitement is with Momoa and Lobo. It's not for the main character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the speculations are we going to see Superman fight Lobo, not Supergirl fight Lobo? So like it's the hype is on Lobo. So it already tells me that like nobody really cares about Supergirl because first of all, the actress can't seem to shut up. She's ruining her own movie already.
Yeah. Which is like
the trailers,
the White
trailers,
Girl, right?
Yeah, and the trailers like they don't like hope again, I'm okay eating crow, but they don't make it look good. The trailer didn't do the marketing to make DC fans or even Supergirl fans be like, "Hey, like I'm interested in this story." Like the first trailer we ever see is her dog Crypto pissing on Superman's face.
Yeah.
Like we regardless if you like that movie,
doing, right?
Yeah. Like everybody loves Superman before Supergirl. So like
I mean,
the first introduction is her calling him a bitch, and then the second time we see is pissing. You know,
I have to disagree. True comic book fans of history, we are fans of Superman. The nowadays comic book movie lover and all this stuff, they don't like Superman because he's too good. Like he's too good. It was the Captain America problem. It's the Superman problem. They don't like them, but they like Superman, or they like Batman, or they like Iron Man, who are like these dark, edgy characters. The guys that put their hair like oh, I'm so broody or whatever. Like they like those kind of guys. They don't like the goody guys anymore. I remember I would talk. I love Superman. I think Superman is a great character. I think for what it's worth, we need characters like that in society because when we were growing up, it gave us heroes to look up to. Minus, they're not real. They're not fucking really going out there and fucking lifting buildings. They're real true heroes out there in the world that do real things that we could look up to. But they inspire us just like the stories of old with Greek mythology and the Bible and all of this stuff. You have these Messiah-like characters that give us hope, which that's Superman's entire thing. But the hope look, the good guy thing, the perfect person, people don't like that. People don't care for it because it's too good. So when you get that person that comes in and goes,
I wouldn't say people don't like that. I understand why some
he's not cool enough or whatever. Those kind of guys, they prefer. It's really weird because it's like a weird spectrum. Like it's a weird comic book spectrum. Like you have your Supermans. And then the next guy's going to be a little bit more hardcore until you get like the Omni-Man or the Negans or, you know, the characters that the Batman with his dick out in the comic book because
Tom
that's
King,
you know what I mean? Like those things, this is what these weird, like on the desk, don't touch grass and don't do anything physical and do anything tough. This is what they believe needs to be in these IPs. These weird, like, oh, look, he's relatable. He has a penis like a man. Like, oh, look at how cool. And it's huge, too, because he's so tough and brooding. And it's like, I don't want to see that. I don't need to see any of that shit. I don't need to see the girls with, like, big boobs and butt. But guys do that because they're sexual deviants at those ages. All of those guys that used to draw the female characters in such sexual ways is because they never knew what women were like. This is what they...
Well, okay. Like, I think... No. I think it's, like... It's all right to have femininity and like be busty and all that, but also the heroes are super muscular.
Yeah, it's over the top.
So it's not. It's all right to be over the top. Like I'm okay with all that. Yeah. What I'm not okay with is like the nudity, the making it degenerate. You know, like I don't want this to be a freaking turn into cartoon porn.
Yeah, of course.
know?
It was like a Lion King
That's-
when
that's
they roll
what
into
Tom
the
King
dirt
did,
and
yeah.
you see the flowers fly out. It gives
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
the
you-
impression that something's gonna happen, but you don't need to see it.
Yeah, we
don't
don't need
need to see it.
we don't need degeneracy.
Yeah,
In
degeneracy, 100%.
comics, we don't like, and that's the only thing James Gunn knows how to do is be degenerate.
Because
like
that's
the-
what he's nurtured, right? That's his nurture.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what he was
Like
brought up into.
and also he's destroying his characters. Like, dude, when Supergirl's gonna be the second movie, you know, you're gonna have a movie coming after your first DC Universe movie. And
Yeah.
her first introduction is like, okay, she seems like a bratty freaking annoying prick, and she just called Superman the B word. Not really someone that I'm gonna be like seems likable, right?
yeah,
And then we see her in like a super dirty house and the dog pissing on Superman's face. Like that stuff that was
they were.
what's it called? That was on purpose. They did that on purpose.
Yeah.
This wasn't like oh that like
It's
this
supposed
happened.
to
Like it's
be
a
like-
CGI dog, you know.
But it's the same
And-
thing. It was like the Superman rebellion
Yeah.
thing, right? That's the pissing on it. It's the rebellious nature of the character. Like
Yeah, but
it's kind of like what they did with
I
Superman
get it.
too, right?
Having a rebellious nature.
Yeah.
But they're not even doing that. They're trying to make her like she's gone through a lot of hard stuff and she doesn't know who she is, kind of bullcrap.
Yeah.
And it's like that's fine. You could do a story like that. That's not the problem. The problem
Yeah.
is how they're doing it. The
Yeah.
problem is how they're like constructing it. They're belittling other characters to prop this character up, and then again, the actress isn't doing herself any favors,
Yeah.
right? Like she did great in Game of Thrones. Nobody
problem
was
with
mentioning
that.
anything. Yeah, nobody had a
Yeah.
problem. And now she's like saying like it's a queer icon, it's all this stuff. Like no, like we just want to see a good story. We're critical of this because we love this stuff.
Yes.
And again, James Gunn, he doesn't know how to play the innocence, because anything with the Superman symbol, there's a level of purity and innocence to it.
Yeah.
You know?
There's an innocence to
Like-
it in general. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
agree.
Batman, like there was always the discussion in the comic book, like comic shop, like should Batman be rated R movies? Should like we have like rated R themes in Batman live action movies?
I don't think you need that.
And no, you don't need it. Like I don't want to see, like for instance, when Ben Affleck says to the Jared Leto Joker, he's like, "I'll effing kill you." I'm like, "Oh, that didn't feel like Bruce Wayne or Batman."
You're like, that was a little.
That was Ben Affleck. Yeah,
That was
yeah,
uncalled for.
yeah. I was like, "All right, dude."
And then they go and make a fucking Lego movie out of it, or Lego fucking
yeah,
video game of this, right?
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
So I like it's very easy to say like what the people are into or whatever, because that's what the media does. I don't think any real comic book fan ever was like, yeah, like we need to make it more modern. Like if you're a fan, you like what's being put out and you want to preserve that. But you're not gonna be like, oh, I like Batman, but I would love it if he had a toupee and he was balding and he didn't have the bat symbol and we just called him Bald Man. Because then that's not Batman.
true.
You know what I mean?
Yep. 100%. 100%. I don't think Ben Affleck's rated R. I thought that was Batman versus Superman. It was all PG, you know?
So Batman vs. Superman, the extended edition, was rated R. And then
Whose dick did they show?
Nobody's.
Wonder Woman.
Have you seen the new like they showed Henry Cavill in like a old school getup, and they try to like pan over to the watch, but like the kind of slacks he's wearing just highlighted his dick, and then everybody
No,
and then
fuck
like
no.
it's just the camera's just like looking at Henry Cavill's dick, and like the internet was like, all right, like, and then because the next thing is supposed to be the watch. And it was just hilarious. It's like,
Look at
yo, this is rough.
look at Visual's comment. Like he's right on the but they ruined the crap out of the
Joker by
Joker.
Tony.
I wasn't really a big fan of the
yeah.
first. I wasn't really too hype about the first one because I feel like if this was in the universe of Batman, the greatest detective, he would have 100% figured this fucking dude out. He's so sloppy at everything he does. There's no way Batman doesn't ruin this dude's life. The Joaquin Phoenix's character. Some things are better.
and
I gotta read
go
that.
ahead,
Let me
yeah.
read that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Some things are better left to the imagination, like how Alfred Hitchcock, would let the audience imagine a death scene. your own imagination can be more brutal than the scene ever filmed. And that's the thing is like the nowadays film believes like the filmmakers in Hollywood and all this stuff. And I want you guys to understand this because this is my approach is they all think we're idiots. They all think that we are incapable of coming up with our own concepts and decisions on the IPs that they use. So they have to.
That's why they
dumb
keep
down
making
everything.
films. They keep making films like this because they truly believe that we're gonna go spend our hard earned money on their degenerate bullcrap.
And it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And you know what? Like, it's kind of silly too, because I've been doing, podcasting for a pretty long time. I think I told you, right, Relic? Like, I've been doing this for like a minute. But I've been a comic book guy like my whole life, dude. Like since I was a baby almost. And it's so weird for me to see like how much they try to change from the source material and think we're so dumb that we don't know what they're doing. Like, you know what I mean? That we cannot, like, that we don't know that they're failing, that they think that they're going to make it better. When all of these things were like, they were masterpieces when they were in their source material. Like Civil War and Marvel. Like, Civil War and Marvel is a fucking masterpiece. You know what I mean? Like, it's a masterpiece. And for them to do what they did in the film,
I
and
think
be like,
Civil War. I think it's a very well written film. I have my issues with it, and again, like it is, I would say it's a masterpiece in taking something, but being true to most of the source material and turning it into your own with your storyline. Because obviously, Captain America didn't die, and Spider-Man was on Iron Man's side, which would never happen. Like there's things like that we know as, but like this is a different Spider-Man. This is a different Captain America and Iron Man. Like this is the MCU story. Like they're taking. It's great how they in the beginning and up till Civil War that they took all these great elements of the comics and respected.
they adapted, right?
Yeah, they adapted and
Adaptation.
respected it, right?
Yeah.
For the most part, I wouldn't say everything, but for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, true that. But yeah, let me see. So we got, we're talking about Supergirl, right? So for me, myself, like Supergirl really hasn't done anything to really catch my eye, but I do understand the gravitas of coming to something like in James Gunn's situation, right? He has to write, if he's planning out the entire, let's just put it out there, like Justice League Unlimited concept, right? Where you have the Justice
Booster
League
Gold, you have Green Arrow, you have
bunch of characters, bro. And the problem with DC in the comic book world is they always had replica characters of each character. Each character is almost duplicated, right? You Plastic Man, Rubber Man,
and then something it's like the
Batman
elements,
too.
like Green Arrow and Batman had like similar elements.
Yeah,
to,
you see what I'm talking about, right? So
yeah.
but then you look at like Superman, and he was such a great character when he first was like created, that they were like, bro, we got to do something. Like, I know this is like the last Kryptonian or whatever, but we gotta expand it. How do we expand it? We got to make a super girl. We got to make a super woman. We got to make a super kid. We got to make a super boy. We got to make a super dog, a super mouse, a super fucking snake. Like they were like, we got to make a group of supers. And it's like, now here we are 50 years later, 80 years later or whatever. And we have this opportunity to make all of this work, but you have two characters, literally the same exact character, just in girl form. But how do you differentiate? Because that was something that I noticed in the Superman movie that I was actually okay with, and I wasn't bad, is the factor that you had three superheroes with Lois Lane. You had Guy Gardner, you had Hawk Girl, and you had Mr. Terrific. We're going to then have Superman. We're then going to have, the original Green Lantern. We're going to have all of these characters come up, but how do you differentiate the characters' personalities from one another? And I do like the approach of having these.
Well, they should have given some of the characters' personalities to begin with.
Well, yeah. Because like they have to make it work.
Well, there's a bunch of characters that have no personalities. Like Hawk Girl, she doesn't have a personality.
But
Like-
she's an asshole. It's because she's like stoic and she's like she's like Hawkman because the character itself is like this never-ending
Again,
immortal soul or
if
whatever.
you say she's like Hawkman, then she's not her own character.
Yeah, 100%.
know.
And that's what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
like-
a great moment. But then how do you do it? Because eventually we're gonna get a Hawkman. So how do you
We did get a
differentiate?
Hawkman.
Did we? In
In
Superman,
Black
the new
Adam.
one? Yeah, but that's and that's the oh my god, man, that's the other thing too. Did you hear that they want to bring back the Dr. Fate guy? The actor to play Dr. Fate?
Brosnan. Yeah.
Yeah, to play Dr. Fate in
He was great.
you
He's awesome. Yeah.
can't do
I
that
didn't-
because that
I
was the
didn't-
Snyderverse.
Well, so was Peacemaker.
Oh my god, dude, I hate this so much, bro. All right,
It
I'm
was the
sorry.
Suicide-
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
like-
yeah, that's right.
You forget we didn't get Peacemaker season 1 before. Like we got actually.
And
like,
I know that. I know that he's doing
the
it 'cause he's
Amanda
trying to,
Waller
like-
we have. The Amanda
It's
Waller
still
we
the
have
Amanda
is
Waller,
Snyderverse Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
It's so
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's cherry picking what he likes from the Snyderverse. Like
So I do give it up for the creative opportunity to he's gonna have a lot of fucking work ahead of him creating
well, like that's
personalities.
the thing. When
amongst
you
these people.
start off a DC universe, you go for the big three. That's just smart. It's like, especially after you have the Snyderverse, you're like, all right, we got to differentiate. We're gonna bring in a new Superman, a new Batman, a new Wonder Woman, so that
But
people
that's the thing,
understand
like-
that there's something new happening. You
But
know,
we have
now
to agree. We have to agree that that's the safety
What?
approach.
That's a safety approach, yes, but also the one thing you never do is you put out your first film and then not make the story about the guy. It was more about Lex and then team ups.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then your second film is about a character who craps on the Superman, like the character we just watched a movie about, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then your third project is The Lanterns. It's a TV show that you can't even watch as a family. That the first trailer, they say the F word 3 times.
Oh,
And
yeah.
somehow it's not a Red Band trailer. And it's going to be an HBO Max show, meaning dick and tits.
Yeah, it's gonna
And
be
so
really
it's like-
out there, right?
Yeah. And then you're going to put all the Green Lanterns that are the most well-known, other than Kyle Rayner, in one show. Right? And then you're going to take the project after that is about a villain and not a super well-known villain of Batman.
90 years.
It's
man,
a side villain. You know, it's an episodic villain, which I think Clayface is actually going to be a good movie, because if they focus on the horror route versus DC route, then it's going to be a great film.
See, and I disagree. I think it's gonna be shit.
Again, well, from from what I saw in the trailer, I thought it looked.
I mean,
great.
it looks good. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not. But
Oh no!
again,
Like I get it. What the studios do and everything. Yeah, like the
well, when you
involvement-
approach something with
Yeah.
this care to make it badass, of course it's gonna be good, because you're gonna be like, hey, let's not do any of that shit and let's actually do good work here. And it's like, but
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
only choosing like the most fucking weirdest character to be good with.
But
They
but
did
that's
with
that's the
Penguin.
thing. Like, yeah. But then again, they did a really good job with Penguin.
Fuck
Penguin
yeah, man,
show,
that was a
yeah.
great show. But
So
'cause they
so
stuck
that's
to
why
the
it's like,
character.
yeah. No, and I get that, and so that's why I have more hope on that, because also James Gunn is not involved with that project. But then
Yeah.
you keep switching the goalposts. Like they keep saying, like, no, Green Lantern is the first one in the timeline. Then it's Clayface, but
Blue
now
Beetle.
but Blue Beetle's attached to it. So it's like your universe is already screwed up completely.
Yeah.
There's nothing for anybody to follow. And then you say Peacemaker season 2, a highly rated R show.
Yeah, it was.
It has
messy.
bisexual
dirty.
orgies in it, and you're saying you need to watch that show to understand what's going on in the DC universe. So
Yeah, that's
your kids are
crazy.
like, if you're a parent, your kids can't watch the new DC universe progress. It's already convoluted. Like it's a trash universe. It already is trashed.
That's fucking bonkers to me, man. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I just like. I know Supergirl comes out this week, and I have no care. It's almost as the way it was with The Mandalorian and Grogu. Like I remember that shit came out and I was like, it was like week of the release, like maybe like 2 or 3 days, and I was like, that's just coming out this week. I thought it was gonna come out like in the summertime. Like, why is it coming out right now? And in my mind, it's just like I've lost so much interest because it's all the same slop. Like it's all the same slop. And again, like I approach this as a person who likes to create and who likes to be a creator and has a solid imagination. I sometimes believe in coming up with content and, you know, coming up with ideas for creative things on my own. And it's so weird because, again, I look at the approach, and if you've ever come to writing stories with a lot of characters, it is difficult to write personalities, especially in the current dynamic of like society, where everybody wants to be respected in their own bubble or whatnot, right? Or their own.
And it's also like writing by yourself. Too,
yeah,
you know,
because
like,
you have to have, and it's like you said, like earlier in our conversations from the beginning of the podcast, where it's like there's a lot of these writers that lack life experiences to be able to explain to us how those characters are supposed to be. And I remember what comes to my head was the Alien show. I don't know if you remember if you were here for the Alien show, the new one that had just came out, the one that was
I don't think I was
World
in this show, but I didn't watch that show.
So okay, so in that show, like it's not like it's not too weird. It wasn't as bad because Prometheus fucking was crap, dude. I was so disappointed with Aliens Prometheus. So the Aliens franchise has fallen in a long way too. Where originally it was just like your basic temp Alien Earth. Thank you, Bill. It used to be this kind of like basic like scary monster space hiding in shadows, jumps out, jump scare, gooey
and
stuff,
a cat.
boom. And a cat, yeah, and fucking something coming out. Like there's all these, and they're just little tropes that horror movies follow. And it's always been the argument: is Aliens a sci-fi movie or is it a horror film? And because of that dichotomy, it kept it in the conversation, right? Then we get this movies that had come out in the last couple of years: Alien versus Predator sucks. You know, AVE not very good. Aliens, the one where
Requiem.
It's Morpheus in the woods and the samurai guy, like they had the guy from The Pianist, I forgot his fucking name.
The Predators.
Yeah, the Predators, right? Which wasn't too crazy, but like
that was crap. That was a crap.
The
movie.
samurai scene was dope though, because it gave you, that was the first thing I feel like it gave you the first like, oh shit, like we can get this like Assassin's Creed generational era of these stories finally, instead of it being like this crappy like, oh, something in a fucking spaceship scares you, but like where have they been all our lives, you know what I mean? So like when this movie came out, Alien Earth, I thought it was a great approach, and I was like, okay, this ship's gonna land on the planet, Earth is fucked, the aliens, the xenomorphs are gonna take everything over. It's like zombies, but now it's xenomorphs. Like I think it has a great imaginative premise to be something big. But the biggest issue was there's a character in that, and I forgot his name, but it's like a stupid name. They called him like the prodigy boy or something. Like he's like the rich dude, and all he did was act as the way the writers thought Elon Musk does stuff. Like he's sitting cross-legged on a table. So they're in a business meeting and he starts standing up and dancing and just a bunch of nonsensical shit that a genius would not do. Like if you think someone is like a obvious like 20-year-old genius prodigy, he's not doing stupid like gooner fucking young bullshit like generational like stupid trolling shit. He's doing things as a genius was, but since you don't have geniuses writing the role, they miss it completely, and the character just sucks. Like it sucks. The Tony Stark problem. Tony Stark used to be this, his big falter is he was like this alcoholic that had a bunch of drug issues and he's failing, but he's this mad genius who cannot stop himself. They write him as like this corny one-liner dude that just likes to have sex with chicks and then flies around and shoots lasers out of his hands. He never shows or auras that he's a fucking genius. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy, but it's because of those life expectancies or those experiences of those writers. They don't get it. They don't get it. And then the imagination is what's supposed to push them into what they assume the genius would be. But then they just
also like them
stuff.
them being humble enough to do the research. Like for instance, when I, just like you, like we've had this conversation before. I love writing my own stories and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
And one of the great things about being married is I can go to my wife and ask her, if I were to do this and we lived in this type of world or life,
What do you think?
how would you react?
Yeah.
You, a woman of this age, this, and this, and it's usually I'm always kind of wrong of what I thought she would react like, And I would talk to other people about like a story I'm writing. Back when I had the Lego store, it was really easy because I would talk to my employees, and then I saw the correlation of like, oh, us men, we think this way, but me and him were really into like knights and medieval stuff. And so he has a perspective that kind of leans into that. And then my other friend that's like, oh, he's really into Marvel and comics and superheroes. So then he has like this perspective, like this is the route they would take. But then I get like almost like a cheat code, just talking to people and giving them a scenario of something that I'm writing about, and they give me that feedback. I'm like, shoot, like
Yeah,
I
broadens
thought
the
about that,
horizons.
but I didn't see the details of how somebody could think that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like, but these people, they again, just like James Gunn, just like Christopher Nolan, and even when they did really good stuff, they're not partnering with people no more. Stan Lee, and they have this false sense of like Stan Lee wrote everything.
So I can do it.
Yeah, so I could, which he didn't. He didn't
Yeah,
write
he didn't.
everything. Yeah, and there was always a big debate, like Jack Kirby, on his birthday when he and Stan Lee had that falling out. He was on a radio show on his birthday, and Stan Lee was so petty that he called him on the radio
On the
show,
show.
and they had an argument about who wrote what and like what the story was about and what was the direction, and it just kept going, And so like it's one of those things that like a lot of writers were pissed at Stan Lee because they felt like he wasn't giving them the credit. Like, hey, you came up with this character, but I wrote the character. Or like
Yeah,
I wrote the
creating
character
the lore and all that
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
for the character. Yeah. The hard stuff,
Yeah.
the fucking road work.
Yeah, stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, the road work.
So even though I love Stan Lee and it's no hate to him, but it's not sunshine and rainbows, it's not perfect.
No.
It's not
Never is.
black and white. So it like these guys, they need partners. Just like that's why I said the Green Lantern show, we know who's involved, so that's why we know it's gonna suck. But there's like 3 people that are a part of it, and that means like you could bounce ideas off each other. So this show, even if it sucks, needs to be at least coherent. Because there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
way, unless you're all 3 retarded, which they are. You got Tom King, the guy who wrote the Watchmen series, which is abysmal, and both of them decided that saying green was stupid or having green in Green Lanterns was dumb.
Most
And you're
dumb.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's like the biggest mistake of their life. Yeah,
and
their
then
whole
James
career.
Gunn is the one that's approving it, and all he knows is degeneracy. He doesn't know.
Oh,
what
mind
innocence
you,
is. Yeah.
before you
Yeah.
anybody in the comment kind of gets confused, we're talking about the Watchmen HBO series, right?
yeah, not Zack
Yeah, we're not
Snyder's
talking about the
Watchmen.
real Watchmen film. Like the real Watchmen
yeah.
film was better, a little bit way different from the comic, but at least it did it somewhat justice. and
It
Zack Snyder didn't really
respected
fuck it
Jack
up.
Kirby.
Yeah,
It
and
respected
it didn't
Jack
fuck over
Kirby,
the.
yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't. Zack Snyder didn't fuck that one up real bad. So,
Yeah,
but he's
and
he's a good director, or not a good writer for what it's worth.
like again, when they are being like let's use George Lucas as an example.
Yeah. Okay.
When he wrote the original trilogy, not only his wife, who then became his ex-wife because she was cheating on him,
Oof.
but if you guys didn't know that,
The dark
but
side
if,
is rich in her.
yeah. But even then, she was still a part of episode 6.
Oh, okay.
That he had pushback from all these people that he hired. Like they told him like, no, this idea sucks. Don't do that. His like George Lucas, he had the idea of Luke Skywalker putting on Darth Vader's helmet and being like, now I am Darth Vader. Yeah, and they're like, yeah, hell no, we're not doing that. You know, and then you see the contrast with the prequels. Even though it has the Star Wars magic in it, the reason why it's bad storytelling but great Star Wars, and it didn't get the great Star Wars and great storytelling we had with the original trilogy, is because all he had was yes men around him.
They
You
just
see
let
the
him run
behind the
wild.
scenes, they were just like, George, you're great. Yeah, this story is great. We have to see how we could fit into this storyline. But like, yeah, all your ideas are awesome. And you know, Zack Snyder, when he was doing 300, he had people pushing back on his ideas. When he did Watchmen, he had people pushing back on his ideas. Look, when he did Justice League, the 4-hour Justice League, he had free reign to do whatever the hell he wanted, and we got a dumpster fire of a movie. Great elements, solid stuff going on, but
This
crap
Dick
movie.
also.
It's a bad movie. You know, and then he did Rebel Moon all by himself, and then he did his zombie
And that was so bad.
film
Dude, the
all
zombie
by
one was
himself.
so
All
bad
of it
too.
terrible,
Yeah,
terrible.
dude,
So like
nigga.
some people like I'll make it an even worse guy. Ryan Johnson has directed some of the best Breaking Bad episodes, but he's also the director of The Last Jedi. Some people will only do well when they have somebody else that's controlling them. That keeps
Well, he
them
did
in the
Looper.
pocket.
Looper's fucking
yeah.
amazing, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
And
amazing
so, like,
fucking movie.
So there's people that like will always do well when somebody is keeping them in the pocket, pulling them
Oh,
back to
girls,
reality.
man.
Like keep it this storyline. But then when they have free reign, their imagination is crap. You know, or sometimes their imagination is good, but it just needs to be honed in. Nobody on this earth can do everything by themselves, and unfortunately, we see these directors, these writers. You know, James Gunn, he's trying to do all this by himself, and I think when he hired Tom King and the other dude to do Green Lantern, he kind of had a self-reflective moment, like, yeah, I can't do everything, but I can improve everything. But unfortunately, he's in that zeitgeist of like the whatever's new is hip, right? So then he hired like some of the worst comic book writers to exist, Tom King, to be a part of his
crew or whatever.
cinematic universe. Yeah.
Yeah. Which it's not working out too well. But yeah, man, it's super crazy. Like, but then again, you know, going back, like I said, like I understand
Yeah.
the obstacle it is to be able to isolate and create all of these different personalities. But I think you make a really great point, and I think it's good to stand on it about how instead of it being where you have this like, you know, Supergirl can be written rebellious or a little bit angsty. They did have the Supergirl animated film, which wrote her, you know, more rebellious than Superman. Batman's in it, who's like kind of like telling her she needs to be strict and how to behave. And there's like this dichotomy of like parenting between Clark and Bruce when it comes to how she works. And then the Wonder Woman character and Themyscira gets involved because it's a female that has all of these great powers, and they feel like, yes, she needs to be a warrior, but she needs to be amongst female warriors to understand what it's like to be a female character in that nature of being a hero. So taking her away from like the, of course, masculine character, I think that's a good approach in the animated series. And then taking her to Themyscira and having all of this, because then there's like a brotherhood / womanhood with all the other Themyscirians,
Yeah,
right?
but also like what they do well is that there's a naivety
To the character.
of what the real to the character and a purity to the character as well.
Yes.
Like
because she
just
comes
because
in and
she's
she
an
doesn't
adult-
want to
yeah,
be
yeah.
destructive. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
she's just scared. She's confused. You know, and the way that this one kind of shows is like she's kind of like, nah, fam, I ain't scared of you. Fuck you, bro. Like a Clark standing in front of her, and he like
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
opens the pod, and she's like, "Who the fuck are you?" or whatever, and he's like, "Well, I'm Kryptonian, and I'm your cousin, and all this stuff." And I guarantee she's gonna be like, "You're not my family," or what? She's gonna be instantly like,
Well, like
I'm by
we already saw
myself.
that in the trailer. Like she said that, like first of all she called him Cal, and then she was like I'd have.
She wouldn't recognize him. He
I
was a
have no one.
baby.
She was like, I have no one, but it's like, yeah. So you're looking for Kryptonians, and you found one,
And you
but
found
he just
one,
was
and you don't
raised
like him.
different. Yeah, like what the hell?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird because,
Yeah.
but then again, I mean, that has to be a hard writing too, right? Like, how do you personify or write a character that has something of that nature and traumatic to experience it at teenage, to see like not only your parents, not only like your siblings or friends you grew up with, but like your entire like culture and your entire species erased within a moment, right? Like,
like to be honest, it's not that complicated. But
well, I've never experienced that in my life. That'd be crazy.
No.
Bro.
Well, not that. If we
Imagine them wiping out like every Brazilian in like one car. You're gonna be like, holy fuck, dude! Like, that's a lot.
I gotta start
of trauma.
having sex.
Yeah, I got catch up.
Yeah, dude.
But
Apparently in this universe, that's what they're doing. Yeah.
It's like trying to find yourself in a Google map from like a top view of your state.
No,
it's impossible, bro.
Here's what. Okay,
Yeah.
But here's where like every detail matters. So you can't, if you're gonna do that, you can't give her the Supergirl suit.
Yeah, because she's got to find herself.
She's embraced. Well, that like if you give her the suit, that means she's already embraced that
the heroism.
symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's already embraced Kal-El. She's embraced all that stuff. So why is she in a Supergirl suit if she like still is lost? If she is still doesn't like Kal-El? If she still doesn't see herself as a hero? Like that, and that's what they did kind of with the dynamic of like making Power Girl in the different iterations of like they made the reason for the boob windows because she didn't feel like she was worthy of the S symbol. Yeah.
Yeah, even though she was a clone, right?
Yeah. And so then later on, like Superman like gives it to her because like you've earned it. You represent everything that this symbol means, which is hope. Right. Yeah. And so like if you're starting her off that way, like what we should have seen her like not in a at least not in a Supergirl outfit in the
trailers and stuff, like when she's in space.
No, in the Superman movie, and also in her show or this movie that's gonna come out, and then like maybe introduce Superman in this movie, and that's like she embraces it because like this is what it means to people
to be this. Yeah. So it's
because
good.
Then
it's
you
good
find
because
yourself, you know.
It's good because I think this is very important because like the way you and I approach these things, I think it's very important when we're explaining it because a lot of people like, I mean, you hear Derpy's like, nah, Relic just hates stuff, but it's not. You're making a good point in the sense of like the argument is like there's elements that need to be brought to light in this story for us to get a solid landing. And what you're saying is like, yes, like I understand the character is flawed. I understand that she is damaged and torn, but like that's the writing points that need to be established and that she needs to rise to that hero's occasion, right? She needs to be able to accept the S, you know, have it to where maybe Superman appeals to her and says, look, this is what I wear because it gives people hope. Like maybe you're going to accept this. But at the very beginning,
like film, I made this for you. You know,
here because you're a part of my family and you're not alone. You know what I mean? And then she has this like beautiful, you know, constructive buildup of the character finally realizing that she's not by herself, that she's not alone. It's not just her and her dog. You know what I mean? Like it's there's so much more to it. Like I hope, man, that's a really good point. Like I feel like a lot of these movies miss those, and as audience members, they expect us to just think we're stupid and we don't see those points. You know what I mean? Like it's absolutely correct. I think what would make Supergirl a great story, of course, the Supergirl comic book that it's based on isn't a bad comic. It's not. I think it's kind of.
I haven't gone through it and read it.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's a very like coming of age story for Supergirl. It's kind of like but then again, it's like Supergirl. Like there's not, other than being in the Crisis and Infinity and all of this stuff and her getting fucking killed to raise up Superman's morale and all this shit. Like she doesn't really get great stories. It's always like based on what happens with Superman and all this and her being saved and then her rising to the occasion. So now it's like, well, you're by yourself. You got to kind of do it on your own. I think it's a great story for them to appeal with for Supergirl, but
like everything has context. Like she already has the Supergirl suit.
Yeah,
she's already on Earth. Like for instance, they already effed up on their own lore in the Superman film. Like Superman got beat up, but the yellow sun is still out there, right? So then he goes to to the Fortress of Solitude, but they have something to focus the sun in on him,
Yeah, so that
he
way it
can
works.
charge
Yeah.
up quicker, right?
Yeah. So that he needs
But
some
but
kind
he's
of help
still
to
there.
magnify it, right?
Yeah. But that's when he's getting beat up. So Supergirl is drunk, but she's on Earth, and she had to to get into our solar system. She already had to start getting sobered up because of the yellow sun, and
Yeah.
then she gets an atmosphere, and then all the way to the freaking Fortress of Solitude.
Fortress
She
of
would have been
Solitude.
she already been sobered by
Sobered
the
up.
time she got there. At the very
Yeah.
least, as soon as she hit an atmosphere.
Mhm.
You
Well,
know?
the other problem with the
And-
story too, and as a lot of people are overlooking it, is like when Kal-El is sent to Earth, Lex Luthor apparently, again, this was the biggest problem in the first film. Lex Luthor gets the video, and the whole video is the father telling Kal-El he needs to have a harem, he needs to bang a bunch of chicks, he needs to enslave the planet.
yeah.
That's you remember, like, and that's something that we all overlook because it was probably the most stupidest thing they could have added to this.
Yeah,
in
it
the lore
was
of
so
Superman.
dumb that we couldn't believe it. And then James Gunn
And
put
he
out a
pulled it
statement
off,
like,
right?
I,
He
con-
pulled it
I
there and it did
confirmed it.
not. It was
He's
so
like,
bad.
he's like, I confirmed it 3 times in the movie. Like Mr. Terrific confirms it. Yeah, that's what the Kryptonians believe. It
Well,
is
then
rape
again, you
and-
have this character
and
that now
be
comes to this
superior.
planet. Now this character, Kara, who is a sound mind teenager at the time, knows exactly what her culture's like, which it's like the Kryptonians are this like imperialistic nature, like the Omni-Man characters or the Viltrumites, where they, and that was something that we had heard about too, that not a lot of us were like, what the fuck? Like real fans were like, what the fuck? That's stupid. Kryptonians aren't that way. They're a regular of sound mind and they're nice and they're cultured. But now we understand.
and the reason they travel to other planets is to help out
other planets.
Yeah.
So now we have a character that was already a teenager, already knew what the society was like, and was already a part of this group of people that were like, well, anytime we go to another place, we conquer. So like, is that something that Supergirl's going to come in with, or are they going to act like us, the audience, are ignorant and we forgot that Superman's dad made this fucking video? Because now these are two characters.
Because it's also like, so wouldn't you, if you were Supergirl, wouldn't you want, after you've lived just maybe a year on Earth, you would have realized, oh shoot, this is a better way of living. Like people actually love each other. They're not trying to create harems. They're not trying to do all this. So it's almost like we're watching a villain deciding to be more villainous deciding to be more villainous because like I can't connect with these people. I like
fuck
the
'em.
Kryptonians who rape and pillage and dictate everything, and with this tyrannical mindset. And it's like
In my mind, I was like, the other day I was
thinking,
thinking about this and I was like, oh fuck, dude, like how's James Gunn gonna pull off that stupid ass continuity like decision he made with that stupid video? Because this girl, she came in older, so she knows what she's gonna be raised like in that culture. Like 100%. And she's literally like first cousin to Kal-El. So she like they're in the same boat. Same fucking situation. So she's raised in the same mindset as the father would, which is tyrannical, imperialistic. So this character coming in isn't a sweetheart. She's not nice. She doesn't like humanity at all because she thinks they're under her. She thinks that she should be in charge. She thinks that
she also has no sense of what a hero is or responsibility. She's actually selfish.
Yep.
She doesn't
100%.
look like past her own trauma to be like, no, I should still help people. I should still, like, everything she's doing is so that she won't be alone. Yep. She's saving the dog not because the dog's health. It's because she's terrified of being alone. She's not a good person so far.
Yeah. Mind you, they already saved the dog in the Superman movie, so it's just the same bullshit. Because it's this is 100% in comic books why they don't put Crypto in the Crisis story. This is why they don't put him when Darkseid comes to the Earth and Crypto comes out. Because the fucking dog dies. Like, it's just what it does. And they're just like, nah, we have the dog when we're going to do kid stuff. Maybe we'll do like a cool side story. They fight the squirrel that's with the Green Lanterns and they go and have adventures. That's what the dog is for. But James Gunn is like, man, he's really fucking reaching with this dog shit, dude. Like for me, I'm so like, dude, the dog again. Like I love crypto. My greatest crypto story was the Super Sons comic. They had do you remember when Superman died? They had the Superman with the glasses, right? The robot one. I forgot
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
name. So I'm not the black dude, not Steel, but they had a specific Superman that was very like everybody thought he was him, but he had like big old safety glasses, right? I want to say like he was called the Incinerator or something like that. Superman with glasses. Let me see. No, that's the stupidest thing. Superman clone. I'm gonna be like clone, and I'll get your name right now.
Superman.
Huh?
Just put black guy Superman.
No, it's not a black guy. It's a regular. It's a normal looking guy. I just forgot his name.
So you're saying black people are normal, dude?
No, like he was one of the four.
Yeah, no, I get what
Superman.
you're doing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The
he was one of the
Kryptonians.
four Supermen that had come back when Superman had died. Let me see if I can find. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna put
yeah,
it.
yeah.
The four Supermen when Superman died. Yeah, he was. Let me go ahead and open this up. He was this guy. Window, bang, bang. I know it's not like a big photo, but he's the one at the very end. So do you remember these? It was the first guy who
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, and I forgot what his name was, but he was very like I don't know how to explain it. He was very short, very like to the point. A lot of people thought it was him, but he didn't really have like an attitude, like a personality. But Super Sons, I always tell people about this. Super Son, Death of Crypto. When in the Super Sons comic, Crypto gets killed by him, and the son of Superman, like he gets so mad, and it's such a great splash page. It's such a great splash page. I'm gonna try to find it, but let me see. Death of Crypto. I can't even remember. I can't even remember. What's the name of the son? You remember Jonathan? John Kent,
Jonathan
right?
Kent.
John Kent. Yeah, John Kent, Death of Superman. Or Death of Crypto. There's such a beautiful like shot of him holding.
So
Go for it.
Christopher in the chat said that now like it's been redacted, the Conquer thing, and it's a real small in the news that Lex faked the Kryptonian message and paid people off.
Was that recent?
But that's, you see, I said this was gonna happen because there's no way you can, like, the fans are ever going to, like, even the James Gunn fans, they're gonna be like, nah, this is effed up. He confirmed it multiple times in interviews and articles that like, yeah, like this is what Kryptonians believe. But we all knew that he wasn't gonna follow through. But again, these are James Gunn's ideas. So whatever he's coming up with next is gonna be crap. But yeah, he's probably gonna do the thing where like Jor-El is either still alive or like the version of him that you could actually access in the Fortress of Solitude still hasn't been fully accessed yet, where we get like the Christopher Reeve style floating head of Jor-El in Fortress of Solitude, yeah. Because yeah, but again, like obviously James Gunn wanted this stuff. He wanted the whole harem bullcrap.
Like, are you familiar with like the Super Sons John Kent storyline and all that stuff? Eradicator, yes,
not too familiar. I read it. I did read it though, but I'm not familiar. Like it wasn't like a storyline that I.
Yeah, the Eradicator
cared so
comes
much.
back and like
Yeah.
fucking kills Crypto, and it is wild. Okay, so like
no, that was one of my favorite things because like it's Crypto to me at one point was like an Aunt May thing. Like you're just kind of there in the way, and it's not that I wanted it to die. I just didn't want him in the story anymore. So like it was crazy when it killed him. I was like, oh man, that sucks. But at the same time, I was like, I'm so glad I'm
Most
not watching him no
awesomest
more.
freaking Superboy Jonathan Kent splash I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. He had this little cool like jacket that they gave him so he can go around and be like a Superboy. And he
Yeah,
never
yeah.
had a cape. And then the Eradicator kills Crypto, like just wipes him out. That's them fighting Superman and the Eradicator fighting in the background because he wants to kill the Earth to bring back Kryptonians, kind of like the way the movie was, Man of Steel,
Yeah, Man of Steel.
kind of like
Yeah.
in the same format because it's his purpose as a robot from Krypton, right?
Yeah.
And when he wipes him out, like this kid John Kent takes the cape and from Crypto and puts it on as his cape. That's how he gets his cape, and it is fucking badass, dude. I liked the idea of what they were doing with it, but like that was like maybe the coolest Crypto story I've ever seen, where they used him in a more adult comic book variation rather than
But they
using
also
him as, like,
made
a
him more
fucking-
useful as well.
Yeah. So that
Like,
way they
he
can
wasn't
build his
just like a-
character.
Yeah.
So it was
just like a
beautiful, but, like,
MacGuffin.
Yeah. It was so good. But like I don't see them, the moment you do that in film right now, gentlemen like Christopher who are very much about their fur babies and stuff are gonna fucking flip out at this movie, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and there is a lot of people that are fur baby enthusiasts, man. You go off and you kill Crypto, I guarantee like they're going home and they're weeping in their beds for days.
But
And they're
like,
not-
here's the thing: like, if you do it right, you can really make something blow up. Like, remember John Wick? It was like a
Yeah,
massive
straight.
focus that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and I bet the people, like the director was like, oh yeah, people are going to really feel this moment, but like they didn't think that that moment would make them invest in the revenge plot of John Wick. They thought like it was going to remind the audience of like his connection with his wife and like that he lost it, but it's also like we also want revenge for the damn dog, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it became
I mean,
kind
they
of
can make it work.
yeah. So
They can make it work.
if they do it right, if they do you actually try to kill off Crypto, first of all, he has to be more likable than what we've seen him.
Yeah.
Like he was likable enough. He's a dog, you know. Like how do you?
Yeah,
not
but
like a
mind
dog?
you,
But yeah,
the way they're writing it is Crypto is not like Superman's dog as the way he is
yeah,
in
it's
the
Supergirl,
comics.
which is weird. Which is
yeah.
weird.
I do understand where again this goes off of like the Marvel Civil War thing, right? Where you do
Yeah.
have to modify a lot of these things because most of these main characters got all the cool gimmicks and MacGuffins and stuff because all the other ones were barely selling and they only use those.
Well, I
people
don't
as
think
MacGuffins.
I don't think you need to take away. You know, like for instance, if you see Smallville when they introduced Supergirl, they gave her own thing.
Yeah. I got
You
that.
know, and like she wasn't in Smallville and Metropolis all the time. She was doing her own stuff somewhere else.
Yeah, in the other part of the world or something.
Right? Yeah. And it's like just because you already gave Superman so much and he's been around almost 100 years at this point,
Mm-hmm.
and you want another character like Supergirl to come in and use the same symbol and be part of the
Yeah,
same
you got to
planet and all that.
differentiate them and have
Yeah,
that, right?
you don't need to. You could still give her some of the same character arcs, but in a different way. Because regardless, if you actually write her like a girl, she's not gonna act like Superman. Regardless
No.
if their personality is the same, she's still gonna
gonna be different.
He's acting the way his character is, also as a man. She would
Yes.
act the way her character is, but as a woman. You know,
True,
so
true.
there could be the same things happening to both of them, but the outcome might be different, or the outcome
Different,
might
yeah.
be the same, but the journey is going to be completely different because of how they go about things, there's perspectives and everything. So it's just
I see
like,
that.
I don't
see
think
that.
you ever need to pull from somebody else's story to give to a character to make that character valuable.
True.
I think you're playing the same line of like belittling characters to prop up other characters instead
True.
of just bringing them up.
True. So mind you, I mean, we have Supergirl coming out this week, guys. And of course, us as comic book guys, I mean, Derpy's the same, but he's very much just happy to be getting some type of like love in the comic book world for the DC universe. Relic probably thinks the same way I do, and we're kind of expecting for them to do it justice because this is, DC and Marvel are so different when it comes to things. The way that you have the Marvel characters is most of the time Marvel's characters are more grounded. And to me, DC's characters have always been the Greek mythology. They're like a step above the rest. There's a pedigree to the way these characters act. They're standing there with their chests more exposed and arms pulled back, the cape. Like you don't really get that shit in Marvel too much. You know what I mean? Like Marvel's more like chill.
And they understand how big the universe is.
Yeah.
You know, and so and just to kind of go back what I said a little bit, like that's when I said towing the line. You could still do that, take a little bit away from a character and give to others. That's fine, but as long as it doesn't change the characters, right?
True.
But the thing with the DC universe, it's something that I never liked. Like I enjoyed storylines, but I never liked it when they did multiverse stuff because the universe is already so big. Yeah. But regardless, I've always think multiverse stuff is super lazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but the DC universe, it's way more rich than the Marvel universe.
I believe. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, it's like I said, it's more prestigious. It's more prestigious. You have more like epic storylines, episodical storylines, where like everything is like psychologically a story. Mm-hmm. Marvel is always this like Saturday morning cartoon shit where villain shows up, shoots some shit, goes away, hero goes back, has a pizza. Where in the other one, it's like Batman sits there in his $7 million living room with a big chair that's like a throne in the shadows, still dealing with all his like was dealing with all his like negatives in life where he's like, I must keep going. I must.
And I think going. And just before we end off, I think a lot of even Batman comics that I enjoyed, a lot of them still didn't understand Batman. That's why I think Kevin Conroy was so perfect as a fan, that he understood who Bruce Wayne and Batman was, is that he did overcome his demons, but he also has a responsibility to be Batman. It isn't him like always being emo and crying that he lost his parents. Like he did overcome
trauma,
that.
Like the real trauma.
Yeah, like that trauma he overcame, and then it's to also prevent others from having the same trauma.
Yep.
So that's why he can still fall in love. He could still, go on dates and feel empathy, is because he's not just trying to be like the emo that we see as Robert Pattinson Batman.
Yeah. True.
100%, like one-dimensional. 100%. Yeah.
But yeah, so guys, this coming week, it's Supergirl week. Fingers crossed. I don't know how I can't cross my fingers. I'm not that fucking cool in life.
If I find a way to watch it, I'll watch it. But
yeah, me too. I'm gonna probably pirate it because I don't trust James Gunn with any of my money yet because he hasn't proved anything other than Guardians 1, 2, and 3, which I really enjoyed. But other than that, he hasn't really proved anything to me. And the movie looks too much like Guardians, and for them to try to differentiate the idea of what Superman is to what Supergirl, I need to see a differentiation from Supergirl to Star-Lord. Like I need to see a separation in this. Like it cannot be the same shit. So fingers crossed that they're able to pull it off. DC needs a win. Like they really do as a company. They really need to hit the ground hard to get the fans back behind it. Because Star Wars is suffering from the same thing, and I don't want them to have the same fate at the very beginning of their
Star Wars is already dead.
Yeah. And I don't want them to have that at the very beginning of their chance. I want Star Wars. I want 10 years of DC, guys. Like I really do. I do. I want an end game and an Infinity War of DC that's good and solid if we can get there. But we're gonna have to see how this hits the ground. And other than that, we're about to call it. Before we go, I know thank you, Tony. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Thank you so much for staying with us, and make sure to come in next Sunday. We'll be here doing the same thing, man. God willing, baby. Christopher says Brian Bendis screwed up the John Kent character by having Ultraman keep him captive for years. Chris, we don't talk about this. We don't talk about the I was traumatized by my father figure and then I came back and like dudes. Like we don't talk about the bisexual, bro. We don't talk about this. Do you know what he's talking about? You have to know.
I do know what he's talking about. Yeah,
bro, that like man, that did you okay. I don't know if you guys are fuck, dude. We're about to get to regular free time if we end up just kind of like talking mad shit about.
Now we're gonna go for another hour, huh?
No, I promise, bro. I promise. They recently.
By the way, like and subscribe. Go to the Average Boys podcast.
Yeah, guys,
like and subscribe over there.
Come through. We love you guys. Thank you so much. But so recently in the comic books, it's been such a fucking problem that they had the Superboy character with all the bisexual stuff. Nobody was buying it.
Yeah, the pink hair, all that.
Well, they had, again, this is the Spider-Man Miles Morales problem. You can't have two Spider-Man when the original Spider-Man is still there, healthy, doing stuff, and then you bring in another one and you're like, nah, he's just as important. No, you have Captain America, but we're gonna make another dude Captain America. Is Captain America still
one,
there?
Like, sucks cock.
Dude, fuck. So they made a Superboy or a Superman because they made him into Superman because Clark, was, I guess, not cool enough to be Superman anymore, even though he's still there being Superman, saving the day. Superman was now Jonathan Kent, and they did all the bisexual stuff. It didn't work. And the reason I told people when all the LGBT community people were up in Rhymes saying that when they were up at fucking Rhymes about like, nah, you're just a bigot for not liking him. I told them, look, for us being bigots, for not agreeing with how they handle this, DC, the company that's trying to get you to be their freedom fighters, are making him bi. So in case it fucking fails, they're going to make him normal again. So they're not even to their fucking guns. They're using you guys. If you're into this, they're using you to fucking, you need to see that.
Well, that's why I don't trust James Gunn. When Chris was saying in the chat, I was looking up on my phone. James Gunn redacted that stuff, and I'm like, this guy, like, he'll just change if it's not popular. He can't stick with his own story, so I can't trust in this guy.
So Jonathan
he's not telling me trust the vision, all that stuff. Yeah.
So the Jonathan Kent character was pretty good with the Super Sons, where it was Damian Wayne and Jonathan Kent when they were kids. It was really, really good. I thought it had a lot of potential. They even had this idea and a cool Easter egg that was going to be Superboy, Jonathan Kent versus Damian Wayne's in his own mech suit. Like the way they did for the fucking Frank. That was, dude, they had so many cool ideas. And then they did the whole thing where like the father of Clark comes back, kidnaps the kid, takes him on this wild adventure. He gets kidnapped by Ultraman and practically is like, I don't want to say sexually assaulted, but they made it seem like he was very like his masculinity was taken away. He was
sexually assaulted, dude.
Yeah, in a way they tried to fabricate this idea that was the point. Then he comes back and he's like aged up, and they were like, well, now he's like this because he's been through so much trauma. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. Recently in the comic books, they had a fourth dimensional random ass being come in and rewrite it. He fights the Superboy. He takes him into the future and the past and the present all at the same time. And they bring back the kid from Super Sons. Like they bring him out before they go and have the Ultraman moment. And then they keep the Superman, who is the John Kent, the older one, but they give him this like weird Batman Robin-esque. Dude, it is freaking messed up, bro. So again, with them messing up with Superboy Jonathan Kent, they brought him back as a kid so that they can make him normal. And then they made the older one this like random.
No, I know, yeah.
It's stupid, man. It is so.
And then he got his pink-haired boyfriend. But like from what I heard, the plan was also to make Damian Wayne gay, and have Superboy and Damian Wayne together.
Wait, date, right?
Yeah. And it's for those weird people that do like fan art
fiction
of
shit,
like, but like that take it over the top and like make Superman and Batman like be gay and stuff.
The only thing that I like about the
disgusting. disgusting.
Disgusting. The only thing that I like about the current dynamic on what they're doing, because it's called the era of the Superboys,
Yeah.
is that Superboy Prime is finally getting some fucking love, dude. I love
Okay.
Superboy Prime.
Alright,
I love
alright. I
Superboy
see
Prime.
you.
He is like the most nastiest, like overwritten, powered super character ever in comic book history. They had to write this guy into like a multi-dimensional prison just to get him off the board, like in the writing, because
Well,
they
he
didn't
was
know what to do
off-world.
with this fucking.
Yeah.
Huh?
They had to make him off world.
Yeah, they had to. Well, they had to imprison him in some like, what's that? Not Black Adam, but what? Shazam.
Yeah.
Prison.
It's because I know they were like before it was supposed to be the Phantom Zone,
Something like that, right?
but then like it was like Shazam's like mystical,
Prison.
like it's where like he got the powers and stuff.
Mhm.
Like
I forgot what it's
They did
called.
it like a dimension, right? Like it.
Yeah, they
tried to do it
trapped him in
different
there.
dimension. Yeah.
And the reason why they did that is because they could not fucking figure out what they were gonna do with this like hyper overpowered Superboy that has like no weaknesses, dude. He's a fucking like he's a menace, dude. Like he's a menace wherever he goes. I love Superboy Prime. Only fucking action figure I have in my like in a box still is the Iron Giant. Fuck it, and
Heck
Superboy
yeah, the
Prime.
Iron Giant.
Yeah. Those are my only two characters.
That's
I love
real,
those
dude.
characters.
Yeah.
They're so G, bro. The only other one I like is Hyperion. He's my only character. But here you go. So the one in the back is the older Jonathan Kent, who's the one that loves dudes. And they brought back the little kid after the Cape, which it's after like, which is the prime time before the dad's like, yo, let me take you on a fuck island trip, kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and just messed him up. So, this is the way they fucking had to redcon their ignorance. Like, oh my God, dude. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because what are they going to do with the fucking little kid? Like, is the Superman of Prime going to fucking adopt his ass? Like, he ain't got no family. Like, just take him back, bro.
Man.
Yeah, like, what are they going to do? Like, it's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, that was my rant for the Superboy ignorance of comic books right now, which I hope. Hey, question before you guys go. I know we're about almost done. I know you're tired. You're probably sweating balls in there. So
yeah,
but
you're good. I enjoy it. Like this is my favorite show.
Yes, and that's because you were like with some fucking GS podcasts these last couple weeks because of the Lego stuff, dude. So crazy to know that you're in that. I saw like a little bit of like Asmongold and all those guys talking about it. So like I'm like. Relic, bro. Like I was gonna ask you if you knew about it, and it just so happens they're like interviewing you and all this shit. That's crazy, dude.
Oh yeah, because all the people that like are screwing over everybody, they're the ones that screwed me over. I've met them all physically. Like I've been like a part of it. They're
gotta meet them this way next time, dude. Straight up, Diego guy suck a cock, bro.
I got like the people that are in my chat. They know. Like I got the phone call.
Well,
a few weeks ago about like them threatening
Gatam Gambiri. The way you become Superboy is you have to carve it into your chest, dude. Like if you don't know what that
apparently
means,
take
Superboy
it up the
Prime,
butt.
Well, yeah, I guess you got to do that. That's the other Superboy.
Beforehand,
it was like you carve the S into your chest. I guess now you just got to kiss a bunch of dudes, bro, and you're good to go. What is it? First, before we go, nothing crazy. Cliff Notes. Obsession. The movie Obsession. Did you watch it?
No.
Okay. I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff or whatever. Obsession was good. Really,
I keep hearing really good things about it. I haven't watched that movie yet.
If you get a chance, anybody that's out there, I give Obsession like
dude, I need
like a 9.
I need time and money to go to the
I know, bro. Look, no. Just
like
keep
the only
on doing
reason I watched He-Man is because my sister picked me up and took me.
Yo, look, just stick to your guns with the peg leg action, bro. Like, and just keep going that way, dude. Keep going that way with the hook on the hand, dude. Like, if you can watch these films with your hook hand, like, do it, bro. Do it 100%. But Obsession, worth it. Very, very worth it. I'm not going to ruin it. I thought it was fantastic. I think the premise on how like the supernatural element is witty, funny, and kind of charming at most because of the fact that it's
Yeah.
not, we're not looking at magic the way we do in our world. Like to them, like it's actually real. And it kind of makes you like, oh, so it kind of gives you like the Buffy the Vampire Angel supernatural TV show violence.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
like it's not far fetched that something could happen in this world, and it's really goofy and good, like in a funny way, on how they acknowledge that magic is real. I think it's fucking genius, dude. And
I
last
gotta watch
question.
it now.
Yeah, straight, dude.
You hyped
Nine
it
out of
up.
10
You
for me.
hyped it up.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. Obsession is the way to go. Beat Mandalorian to a living pulp, bro.
Well, yeah, Mandalorian's freaking stupid.
Yeah, it's bad, dude. For them to lose to an indie film, like
I don't even
crazy.
want to talk about it. I'm like,
I'm not gonna talk about it. I didn't even watch it. I just haven't
Garbage.
seen it. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the last one is The Backrooms.
also didn't watch it.
I fucking loved it. I loved it. I think I've told you this before. I'm a big lore guy. So like I'm kind of understanding of what the Backrooms is, and I like how it's a horror dimension or whatnot that's created by the fanverse. That very much reminds me of Treyarch Zombies. How it all kind of came out where like the people created the lore, and then it's ginormous on how crazy. But now there is like a specific wiki, and then there's like a fan wiki that just keeps on. It gets real.
Yeah, I got you.
There is like a specific one, and that's the one that the franchise is following. It was good. It was very. It was like what's that Wes Anderson? Like I don't know what's that one director, the one that makes very colors vibrant. Everything is very squared. Wes something. Let me look him up. I know he just
freaking
made
know.
a good episode, though. Wes.
And Chris, I do need a portable AC.
I know, bro. I bet. Wes Anderson. I know it's hot.
I
as
saw
balls in
saw
there.
one in Costco and it looked really nice. I'm like,
Bro,
oh,
the
I
little
want it.
standing ones, but you need to have an excess port for it. Like Wes Anderson, I'm gonna bring this up real quick. I know I don't want to keep you much because I know it's hot as balls in there. He
No,
makes a
you're
lot
right.
of these films where a lot of it is very much like vibrant colors and shapes, and it's very artsy, very like
Okay, yeah.
it's very French air, American old 50s style in a new age turn. And the colors are like always really, really, really fucking vibrant. And there's always
I
like a
love
lot
that.
of these
Yeah.
like these kind of moments where everything is like shape induced. The approach of the Backrooms is it takes these concepts, but it makes it uncomfortable because everything is slightly not correct.
Yeah, okay.
And it's so amazing on how the person who created this and is running with it did this at like 16, 17 years old and is now 20 working with the dude from Doctor
yeah.
Strange, Ethio. I forgot his name. Ejiofor, the actor, the one that was Baron Mordo.
Oh, I don't know his actual name. Like
I know his last name is like Ejiofor or whatnot.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
This show it's not scary. It's not scary. There's
No?
no like jump scares. There's no nothing like that. In fact, I think it would be safe enough to take your older kid to go see it. The one that's like I think you said you have an older kid that's like 6.
Yeah, 6.
I think it's okay to take a kid at that level because there's no like crazy thing in it. There's one scene that has that. Well, maybe there's one scene that does have blood. So maybe
I'll
not.
watch it first. I'll watch
Yeah,
it first and then I'll
I just
determine it.
yeah, there we go. Shawittle, right? Shawiatel. I just feel like it's okay. It's okay in the sense of like it's not like crazy horror Freddy Krueger. It would. I mean, I don't know if you ever saw like the horror movies when you were growing up, but like I don't know if you remember like the first Friday the 13th or
I
like
remember the first the one
so
that's like stuck
corny.
in my mind is Chucky.
Okay, Chucky would
And
be
and it
way
was
too like
yeah.
Chucky's like a 10 and this is like a 2 when it comes to like the intensity.
Okay, yeah.
like it's not scary. This is more like a psychological thriller. Like it puts you into positions where you just feel like, oh man, I would freak out if I was in that position because I'd feel like claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to explain it. It's just so cool. But then to realize like the massness of the universe of it being where like you're literally like it's like when you play a video game and you like, get too close to something and you fall through the wall and you like fall out of the map. Like imagine if that was real in our world. Like you could be doing something and you like fucking fall through a wall and you just like literally fall like forever. And like let's say you hit ground, but it's like, well, how do I get back? Like what am I supposed to do here? And then there's things that are like in between, like creatures that live in that dimension. So I thought it was awesome. I like the concepts of like it gives the audience time to think. Like it doesn't like put it out there for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like you get to think, and
So
that's
it
what
leaves
was
it
the
up to your imagination.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is. Because it never gives you a definitive thing of what the back room is. Like it's so good and refreshing to see that a movie that was like this doesn't dumb it down. It doesn't dumb it down.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
I gotta check out this stuff because like, man, I just miss watching good stuff.
Yeah.
I just
I
miss being,
agree.
like surprised and shocked over something that's just completely artistic and came from like somebody's heart and like they just wanted to put out a good film, a good story. They're not trying to force anything on anybody.
My roommate's not really all that about. She's getting a little bit better with watching like scary stuff. And I was like, hey, you need to watch this. Like, I'm really excited. She check it out. Nice. She had no idea what she was walking into. And while watching it by the end, she was like, you know what? That was really cool. Like, and that's what I liked the most. It was cool. There's so many people that tried to bash it. And I think it's because they went in there thinking that you were going to get jump scares and there was going to be like the concept of like this monster.
Oh, they were just like trying to like, oh, this is going to be traditional horror.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't. It was like a really good, like there's a really great character. That's the Ichifor guy. His character has a really good build up. And there's like a darkness to his character. And the back rooms, the world of it exploits that. They never give it to you when he talks to the therapist, but it gets exploited because that's what the back room does. Like, in my opinion, I think the back room, like, it personifies like your nightmares, like your worst traits. But it's difficult because it doesn't, since it's not a human entity or it's like a Cthulhu entity that's like a space. It tries to imagine what it is you are and tries to create it.
Okay.
So that's what gives you like this.
You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of that like in Harry Potter, that mirror like closet thing that like your fears come out of.
Yeah. But it's like, but what if it didn't? Like, because there's a good line in this film when it says, imagine explaining to a blind person what a dog is as best as you can. And then trying to tell that blind person to then draw what a dog is. That image that it creates is what the back room creates of anything that it wants to think about.
Wait, is this the guy? So is this the same people that did that one? There's like, they did short films on YouTube and 100%. Like one of them is like the guy's eyes, like he comes out of a box and that if you take your eyes off him, he'll come out.
Okay. So you're talking about like that's gonna be like the crying angel or something like that, right? Like it's a statue.
No. Like so there's a short.
Oh, the one in the mall.
No.
The one in the mall where it's like this big like.
No.
Oh
no. There's like this couple hanging out in their house, and then they receive a package that apparently is from their friend, and they look into it, and it's just dark. It's just like a void, but like they throw a pencil and it just disappears.
Holy shit.
And then they look away, and there's just like a human like above like this, like not blinking, just staring at them. It looked like a younger version of Anthony Hopkins, like Hannibal Lecter style. And just staring at them. And it says like don't tear your eye. Don't like you have to stare at it the whole time, because whoever that box is meant for, if you look away,
It gets you when you're not looking.
He starts moving. He starts getting out. But every time you look at him, he's paused. But you have no idea how many people are gonna come out. It's really, really good.
And it's interesting. It's so cool because
hell out of you.
Yeah,
I'll have to send it to you.
Yeah, straight. Because so this is like the new genre of horror storytelling, and it's called creepypasta.
Yeah.
There are a lot of shorts that they make online, usually like the minute tropes or like the minute stories as like the fast getting information. But they're all like these great horror. There's like that one, but it's like the light. I don't know if you ever see it where the person clicks the light and there's like an image of something in the hallway and then it turns it on and it's gone. And then it's like it's on and off.
Yeah, and it gets closer and
off.
stuff. Like, yeah.
That's in the format of the umbrella of the subgenre of creepypasta.
I don't know if this guy's channel's still up, and I have to figure out what his name was. But there was this guy I used to watch. He was like a little bit autistic, but he would go find all places that were considered haunted, like abandoned psychiatric hospitals, like asylums and all that stuff. And he would film by himself. He would go by himself, but he like would load up shotguns and stuff, like. And just
to be prepared.
Yeah. And dude, any sound, it was hilarious. Any sound that would like make you just start seeing him like just go off the shotgun, just through the walls until he was tired, and then he just like kept going. I was like, all right, like, well, the ghost is dead.
I want to show you
hilarious.
this because this is what this is a great, easy idea of what the idea of the backrooms is like. This is called the.
Dude, I don't want to watch this before I go to bed, dude.
Look, hold on. With the rolling.
Oh my gosh, dude! Turn it off. Like, I just got goosebumps all down my neck.
So wait. That's awesome. So it doesn't really do much, but it's the same exact style of storytelling that you were talking about. The box. Yeah. When he looks away, it gets closer. But the crazy thing is, like, this is a real mall. And this character was created by an artist for a marathon. And the mall got closed down and they put this thing in the mall. And this guy was like, yo, I should make it a scary movie. Like, let me make it into this thing. And all he does is walk around the mall. And it's cool, dude. It's cool to know that. But there was this thing is like, it was sad too, because this statue that this artist had created for the almost like, you know, the caravan, like in Brazil, when they make the big puppets in New Orleans. And stuff like that. It's in the same paper mache and all this stuff. Like, they built this character to be at the look at fucking
nope.
Nope.
You should do that.
No, sir. There's no real like jump scares. There's no nothing to this. It's just this dude going around walking, and this thing, you just hear it roll up, and he turns around, and it's there. And then he takes off and he turns around and it's there. We're talking about the Rolling Giant. I got to see the back rooms and I loved it. And I wanted to make sure that I gave a good explanation of what the concept of like a creepypasta or a horror genre that this thing relates to. This thing isn't scary because it's not fast. It's not, you know what I mean? You don't know what it's supposed to do even if it gets close. It doesn't move. But what was cool is like this mall was going to be demolished in like a month.
Yeah.
In real life. And there's so much like history in that mall. You know, I think everybody has that where they had a mall when they were growing up that you would go to, the arcade, the movies, the certain stores that you grew up with. Everybody has one of those. And it was getting demolished, and the Rolling Giant was an art piece that had got put there in remembrance of the artists that made it. And it was just in there. And the guy was like, wow, this art piece is going to be destroyed with this mall and no one's ever going to know about it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's this thing that someone created, and it was loved when it was around, but now it's like, it's just forgotten. So then this guy made it into something that was like, that will forever live its legacy in the legend. You know what I mean? Like, how cool is that? Like, I know it may be creepy. I know you may not like scary stuff. I know. I'm not.
No, I like scary stuff. It's just not right now.
Before I go to sleep and shit.
Yeah, like, dude, sorry if I'm seem tired today. I got off.
No,
like a
it's late for you, bro. It's
13
almost
hour.
like,
Well, no, I got off a 13-hour shift today,
whoa, fuck.
and that's why
No,
I was an hour late. So I'll be on time next. But like, I didn't expect to work today. I always get Sundays off, and
yeah.
they just put my. And I told them like, hey, it's my daughter's birthday. It's Father's Day. I want to make sure I'm off. And they're
Take
like,
guys in
yeah.
hazmat
But
suit.
but now I'm on. But then I had to work today, and I had to.
If
be
you
there
get a
early,
chance,
and I'm.
I know I'm gonna let you go.
exhausted, and I don't
because
want to
I
be
want you to get
scared.
rest. I didn't know.
I don't want to be.
Yeah,
I don't want to be scared before I go to
got you, I got
bed.
you. You gotta be like me, bro.
Like,
Like,
well, no. Like, here's the thing. Like, here's the thing about having kids, though. Like, for some reason, they're like freaking. They won't turn on the light at night.
they like
You
to
feel
walk around
me?
the house when they gotta go restroom
Dude,
and all
they
that.
pull off some bull crap, man. Like, no, like they'll make a noise, and you know what kind of bull crap they pull off? It's like you get up from your bed and you look at the door, and it's just
And they're
the
standing
silhouette
there.
of your child just like staring at you,
Yeah.
and he's
They're
waiting
your-
for you
they're
to,
the-
and you're like, oh, and then he's like, Popeye, like Dad, like. I'm like,
Oh, poor
good
guy,
lord, dude, why are you doing this, dude? The other day, my
They're
wife
your
got
sleep paralysis demons and shit.
yeah, dude. I'm like, why won't you turn on the lights? Why won't you say something until like my daughter? So she opened the door, and I face the bed where like if I'm laying down, if I sit up, I could look in the hallway, right?
Mhm.
Well, I was asleep, and my wife woke me up with her yell because she opened the door and it creaked like very slowly, but we couldn't see her.
Because she's like very tiny.
Yeah, so it's just like.
And you
then
just
my-
thought it was the door
My
by
wi-
itself.
and it's pitch black, and my wife looks up, and then she lays back down. Still can't see my daughter, and my daughter's actually this close to her face.
Oh my
And
god.
she just goes like, "Mama," and then like my wife's just like, "Ah!" and then I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
"What?" Yeah, and then my
awesome,
daughter just
bro.
waits till she's done yelling, and she's like, "Can I lay down?"
Can I lay down with you? Oh,
and then
man,
she's
dude.
like, "Oh, yeah, don't do this." And then
Bro,
she
that's
just
so-
it's so funny. But I just look over. I'm like, yeah,
I
would've
envy you
terrified
guys
me.
for having such beautiful moments of parenthood, though.
Yeah,
Those are memories
it's
that are
awesome,
good. I
dude.
don't have kids, so I don't know what that's like. But I'm one of those guys that I'm always like, I sleep very light, and I'm usually like, like I'm, protector of my household or whatever with my roommates and stuff. So,
Yeah.
kids would drive me nuts, dude. I already know it,
Kids
but
are the
I
best,
do
dude.
envy you, bro. I do envy
the
it. I
best.
do envy the
Yeah,
parenting,
yeah.
man. So, but yeah, Relic, I know you're tired, bro.
Tony is saying in the chat, like, dude, it's been there. Yeah, for real. It's so real. It's scary.
Right
Dude,
in
it's
front of you.
terrifying. You feel like you're gonna die. You feel like somebody.
need-
yeah.
You need to install like the little motion lights, the little small ones. They have like the puck versions that like light.
Nah.
Nah,
'Cause
you're like, I
it's
like the
also-
excitement. Dude.
It's like I'm okay. Like I don't want to get scared, but it's just the prospect of my wife getting scared before I do. It's
oh yeah, her
hilarious.
screaming that fucking freaks you out.
Yeah, well, it's hilarious after the fact. I'm like, hey,
Oh,
you
yeah.
got scared.
That's so funny.
You got
dude.
scared first because sometimes I come home and I try to be loud, but she just won't hear it. So I'll just show up upstairs, like I'll walk upstairs
And show you'll
then
freak
I'm
her
like-
out, dude.
and I'll just be like, hey, and then she's like, ah!
Ah, it's just freaking
like
out.
yeah, and she tries to blame me. She's like, I don't like that. Why'd you scare me? I'm like,
You're like, gotta make it real, baby.
I'm like,
You
I
gotta
walked
keep
up
you on your
the-
toes.
like I wasn't trying. I walked up the stairs like stomping. Like I don't know what to do.
You just gotta be like trying to keep it real, baby. It's good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Keep your life a little exciting.
I'm
You'll thank me later.
keeping the love alive.
Yeah, she's gonna be like a couple years down the road when the kids are getting older and they're getting ready to fly and do college or whatever. You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
yo, remember that time our daughter scared the living fuck out of us when we were laying down? Man, I miss those days. Like such good memory. Yeah, life stories.
dude.
100% Tony. 100% life stories. That's so dope. But Relic, yeah, man, I'm gonna let you get some rest, bro. I know you're like an hour ahead of me, bro. So like, I know it's late and it's hot as shit in your
It's
room. So
almost 1 a.m. Yeah.
one of these days, bro, when I hit the lottery, I'll get you an AC. I promise, dude. When we hit it big one day
Sick.
on the YouTubes, bro. When we hit it big
Sick,
on the
dude.
YouTubes, on the interwebs, bro. I'm gonna go get you a AC unit, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive over there in my cool RV, dude.
Well, yeah, I honestly, I'd probably save up for a PC first because, dude, my stuff has been lagging and crashing. It's
Oh,
been
dude,
pissing
it's
me
me
off.
too, man. Yeah, me too. I think like I hate that technology does that they make your system obsolete, even just to do the basic
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
nowadays. Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. But consumer world, man. Consumer items. Relic, what do we got going on this week for you? Anything in particular? Making some cool
Uh,
YouTube shit again, or what?
So yeah. I was on the toy. Okay, I don't know why I always forget the names.
Okay,
I
Chris.
am sorry, but I was on the podcast or the show, the Toy Bounty Hunter show, the Toy Bounty
Nice.
Hunter's uh YouTube channel, and we went over my termination letter from the Bricks and
The Lego
Minifigs
stuff, right?
corporate, yeah. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I will be doing a stream of that and going through it. And then I'm currently redacting anything in my franchise agreement that can dox me or anything. And I'll
True.
be going through that as well on stream. But also we'll be talking about movies. We'll be just talking about stories and things that I like. But yeah, and everybody, thanks for wishing Happy Father's Day, and Happy Father's Day to everybody in the chat who's a
Yeah,
father,
yeah.
and also to those who aren't fathers, like Chris P, because you had a father.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Happy Father's
Thank
Day.
you. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
But
you. To all our super
yeah.
fathers, bro. To all our super dads, man.
Yeah.
Boom. Super dads,
I want
baby.
to show you. You like
Boom.
my shirt, dude?
Oh, nice, dude. The animated Joker? Best, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Mark Hamill, man.
But check it.
Bill.
Check it. Can you see it?
Oh, dude, that is nice, dude. That's a badass shirt. I like that. I like that shirt. I love you too, Tony.
It's
Thank you
bomb.
so much.
And
You're
it's
the best. Come with us Sunday, man. Come with us Sunday.
Love you all. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, even
Ne-
cooler than
next
that,
Sunday,
I don't
are we
know if you
on?
noticed- I don't know if you noticed my shirt. See how it's pink?
I did, and I noticed the pocket. Yeah. I was guessing. I was like, I see that pocket. Did you
Vegeta,
get that
baby.
from anime apparel or like Gorilla
I
apparel?
got it from a con. I got it from a convention down here. This guy had his own like booth, so all of this are like
Dude.
printed. And he was like, "Yeah, it's not selling. I'll sell it to you for $10." And I was like, "Say less,
Dude, that's a steal, dude.
yeah. Say less, bro. $10.
Like, how
for-
about you give me all of them?
Yeah, just give me all. I want to
Dude,
eventually get.
I want
the
a real
button
button-up one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want the button-up one. Yeah, that's what GD.
I'll wear it every damn stream, dude. I'll
Bro,
wear it
I
too.
told
Like,
the guy, I was like, bro, you didn't have to print the pocket. Like, everybody knows just because of the bad man on the back what it is. Like,
yeah.
but I was like, but all right, you can print this out. $10, I ain't gonna complain at all, dude. I'm not gonna complain at all. So yeah, straight. So
yeah, dude.
yeah. Happy Father's Day to you guys. Relic, I hope you have a good week with you and your family. I hope everything works out. And congratulations getting like some justice for all this Lego stuff. For what it's worth, I hope the Lego guy chokes on a bag of dicks. Like for for what it's worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could be like, oh, I'm gonna sue that guy. I don't really got much, so he can sue me all he wants. Then I gotta catch his ass in the parking lot, and then he's got to deal with that. Yeah. So, but he's got a lot to answer for, man. So we're gonna see what's up, man. I hope everything works out and you guys get justice. And these guys have just lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, man.
Yeah, well, like I have my own story. I'm not directly involved with the things that happen to
Yeah.
the like actual scandal, which is the important part that I want to emphasize too. Like always pay attention to Brian, Mansell, and Ben, Reckless Ben, because like they're the actual brave ones to keep going after this and do what they're
Shout
doing.
outs, man.
And I owe credit to them as well, to like anybody who came and supported me and still stuck around. Like thank you. It's very humbling. It's been a pretty awesome journey that I've been on, even though part of it was the massive part was I had to get screwed first.
Screwed over tremendously, bro.
But,
tremendously.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully this guy gets justice and then he gets his,
You know,
own, his
like,
own little
there's a-
cellmate. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a reason for everything.
Yeah, hopefully he gets his
So,
own little
yeah.
cellmate that they can, cuddle with and when he's sitting in his fucking jail.
Yeah,
cell.
the Jonathan Kent.
Yeah. Hopefully he's gonna get his own John Kent soon. Big old Jonathan Kent's gonna be in the cell with him. So hopefully he gets it.
Yeah.
But yeah, to everybody out there that stayed with us and stuck through the chat, I appreciate everybody that always comes through. The answer, guys, thank you guys for always letting us jump in on your guys' network and your stuff. We never want to, be offensive or disappointing to you. So we appreciate you for opening up your doors and letting your fan base get to check up and hang out with us and giving us this opportunity to talk. And to all our extraordinary listeners,
if you are offended, so what?
it's okay. Just talk with us. You don't have to be offended.
Just chill.
We're not super crazy guys, dude. We're not super crazy guys. We just have opinions, and if
meet me at
Hollywood
my
was just
jiu-jitsu gym.
yeah, straight, bro. Put on some gloves. We can smoke it out, man. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much to all our extraordinary listeners. We hope you guys have a fun week. Go out there and grind, hustle, and stay healthy. And we'll see you guys again here next week on the Average Boys podcast. We appreciate every one of you. I'll see you all later. Peace.
Peace.